9-6.
Oh, we're live? We're live?
9-6.
Are we
Yeah,
live?
we're definitely
We're
live.
Gangly Man
All
comment
right.
made it in.
Welcome to Blackwater D&D, the show where we love big, tall, gangly men.
True.
I hope they caught the last bit of that conversation. Otherwise,
So
I'm
I hope so
real
too.
non
So they know.
sequitur.
So they know.
But here's the fact. I do.
Welcome.
It's like big, tall, gangly men are a gift to like wherever they go because they're pretty fun to look at. Like there's a lot of them and they're so long. Like,
Yeah.
am I wrong?
Wait, big.
No.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Big, tall, gangly men. So we're talking like
I don't want a
6'5"
big, tall,
plus.
proportioned man. I
No,
want
no.
a big, tall, gangly man.
We want narrow shoulders, long limbs.
Oh, that's like a lot. That's like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want a
absolutely.
guy who I'm like,
Going on.
is he on stilts? Is he a very good circus performer? No, he's just built that way.
No,
You know what
he's
I want
beautiful
for,
and he's
Built
built
differently.
You know what I want for a tall, gangly man?
Big, tall, gangly man?
I want like
A BTGM?
Yes, Sean.
I want just hair that is just like sticks straight up and then just like the longest arms and then just like a tube like body. Then I want him flapping in the wind.
Guys, I gave you this in the form of a long goblin, and you
Dude.
all got freaked out.
But Ubi was
Sure, with a little extra.
Tim-
It was a big,
Tim
tall,
saw-
gangly man with a
The
little.
extra
with a
is
little flair.
mouth eggs, Tim.
Tim
Mouth-
saw
Oh,
That's
the
a
new
deal
Resident Evil.
breaker.
Tim saw the
Also-
new Resident Evil and was like, "How about this though? How about is this what you
Is
want?"
this
That's what you guys.
This?
Do you
Big
like that?
pile,
Is that what
big
you want?
pile of wet grass, I feel like is one of the lesser things, but weird. Anyone who hangs out in a pile of wet grass is not a friend of mine.
I
Like,
mean, use a cart
I
with their
hang out in
arms.
piles of wet
Moving a
grass,
cart
Sean.
with your arms. No, thank you.
hey,
No,
that's
thank
just good, like anaerobic exercise. I do a cart with my arms.
Absolutely.
If I had
It's
a cart.
I hang out in
It's the
wet grass,
kickboard.
but I'm also allergic to grass, so after I'm just
A good choice.
insanely uncomfortable.
It's that meme where we're like, "Hey, Tim, can we have a tall, gangly man?" And Tim's like, "We have tall, gangly
Tall,
men at
gangly men
home."
at
Tall, gangly men at home. Just
Um,
movie on a cart.
BTGMs at home.
Yeah, it was-
Yeah.
Cart is just the kickboard of land vehicles.
I
I
want
like-
that turned into an emotion. Not an emotional. What am I? One of those quotes on a pretty background.
Oh, an
Mhm.
inspirational poster.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Live, love, laugh.
Long
Push
goblin
carts
beats
are
each
the
other.
kickboards of the fantasy world.
Live, laugh, love, long goblins.
Long goblins. Also, a
Long
big
goblins.
shout out to Yanis tonight, who is our producer on our show. Cody is off
The
to this
man.
evening, so we love Yanis. And Yanis, I think it's about time we should roll that intro.
Hmm.
When you're stuck in quarantine and there's nothing on TV, come on down, come and see Blackwater D&D.
Up so much.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. We're all over the
I'm
place.
sorry.
today.
Chad, you're. Oh, I didn't see there. Have you done something with your hair?
Hello. So nice to see you, everyone. Yeah, go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, thanks y'all so much. We're just like shooting the shit before we rolled, and we looked over at chat, and y'all already had a hype train going. Thank you so much
Amazing.
to everybody who like resubbed and gave some bits. That's so rad.
We
Love
love you
y'all.
all. Thank you. This is just a delight. I'm gonna hop into some announcements here. A big thank you to our sponsors, Legendcraft, a nerdy woodworking company from Calgary, and Silverwing Armory, selling paper products for all your RPG needs. Check them out, and if something tickles your fancy, enter the code Blackwater at checkout. Oh my gosh, for those of you who ordered and were participating in Legendcraft's Kickstarter for your spell and health trackers, holy bananas, yours should be coming very closely to your place. We have all of the Blackwater ones at
You
Tim
will
and
have
I's
to go
house.
out and grab it. It'll be close by, but
You're gonna just have to hustle and go get it.
It's a flyby pigeon scenario.
If you had
That's so
entered the
accurate.
code Blackwater at checkout when you participated in this Kickstarter, you got free text and art on the back. So I'm just going to show you mine. Little Neppy art on the back with her holy symbol.
Ooh.
Super slick.
Mhm.
I'll go through some of them here. We've got a little kokanee light keeper with the
Ooh.
symbol of
Ooh,
Arathis.
So clean.
In the Wengewood
That's
with
slick.
the rose gold looking ver slick. We've got just like the traditional Blackwater logo, but in the rosewood for spooky pants,
Mm.
looking mighty fine. Also, Len got the Art Deco dragon
So
on the
cute.
back of
So rad.
theirs, which looks so slick.
So cool.
We're almost done here. And then just the traditional Blackwater logo. I know they will be selling these in the future as well. And the Blackwater logo will be a logo that you can get on the back
Oh
of
my God.
yours.
Whoa.
Want to
Cool.
do that? You can
Looking
do that.
cool.
And last but certainly not least,
Like I don't want that text. I just want the logo.
just want the logo.
Yeah.
That's sweet,
That's
sweet
the Firebrand
Firebrand
brand.
The brand.
logo.
The brand.
So good. So if this is something that you missed out on but want to get in on, keep your eyes posted to Legendcraft. Follow them on Instagram. Let them know that Blackwater sent you. We love them to the end of the earth and back. Yeah, they're the best. Love, as always, to our dice goddess, Keisha. Check her out at fairydragon_dice. Her commissions are open, so DM her for all your clickety-clackety needs. And our amazing campaign artist is Tiana Kovacevic, and you can find her at miss_Marston on Instagram. All of our official campaign art is done by her and beyond, and we love her so much. Her commissions are also open, but she has had to cut down her commission size in half because she is a very talented, very busy animator working for a very big animated company here in Vancouver. So she takes about 4 to 5 commissions a month. So if you would like to get in on that, please DM her. And if she can't get to you this month, she will usually put you in her next month's categories. If you also, these wonderful people are on our Discord. Folks from Legendcraft, Tiana, Keisha are there on our Discord to answer questions for you. Keisha has been asking, we've had a wonderful conversation over the last couple of days about dice and dice preferences and all of that kind of good stuff. So you can head on over to our Discord to find the link. And thank you to all of you. If any of you who are new to our Discord here tonight, thank you so much. We're so happy to have you. Hoping you feel really welcome here. Please come hang out in the Discord with us. We're there all week and after the show too. But while we're streaming, come hang out here in Twitch chat because that's where all the cool kids are. Thank you to folks of you who subscribe to us and Hype Train and gift subs. Like, oh my gosh, you guys are great. Thank you so much for re-upping your subscriptions because they don't roll over every month. You can also subscribe with Amazon Prime, so you get one free subscription every month with your Amazon Prime membership. And if you choose to donate that to us, like, well, you're great. That's so nice of you. Thank you. If you choose to donate to us above and beyond, or you'd like to do this, we do have a coffee. So type !donate in the chat to find out where that is. But mostly we're just so thankful to have y'all here week after week, telling your friends about the show, showing up in your jorts, and you're with your parent or your dad figure in your life, because bring your dads, bring your jorts. That's the rules. And it's truly wonderful to have such a wonderful, fantastic community like you folks. Part of our community is our mod team. We love our mods so much, and they are folks who have stepped up, who have volunteered their time to come be a part of this wondrous thing. A lot of our mods here on Twitch are also our mods on Discord. So if you have any questions for them, they are the people to ask. They know what's up, and they can help. I hope they help make you feel really welcome here too. Also, a lot of our mods are members of Lore Club. Wow, do you want to get involved in chronicling lore from the very
Love Lore
beginning
Club.
of our campaign to now? Sean is trying to get in Lore Club's good graces through the years.
No, I'm not. I'm like, now Lore Club's working for me now, and I'm stoked about it.
So our amazing mod, the New Experience Network, has set up a community lore project that is chronicling our campaign from the very beginning. That includes what's streamed and what's from before, especially with all the stuff with Chatwater. Shout out to our Chatcolytes. We love you very much. If you want to get involved, type !lore and you can contact him to join in the fun. Also, Lore Club, we have big plans for the upcoming Chatwater Quiz Bowl that is going to be happening within the next month or so. I hope Sean and Yanis are both shaking in their britches because they should be. It's going to be very fun to see how much these lovely lads have learned over the last year. And because I have been a very patient teacher. And so we're very excited about this project. Also, before I jump into our programming for the week, Len, what are you doing? What are you doing on your channel this week?
I need a cat attacked by your cat.
I don't
Mish
know if I
is
can fully see that. I first, Mish, you need to stop this. First, what I want to thank everyone who came to my channel last Sunday for my 10-hour stream. It went really well. And because it went so well, I actually hit my 300 follower goal. So that means this coming Sunday, not tomorrow, the next Sunday, I'm going to do a 12-hour stream, but I'll be online tomorrow at some point. And then Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, probably Friday, maybe not, but then I'm there all the time. Come say hi.
if you have not been over to Len's channel, please go give them a follow and go hang out in their streams. It is a wholesome, lovely, delightful place with lots of laughs and lots of mish. There's just lots of mish all the
There's a lot of
time.
mish.
There's
I've
a lot of mish.
also, I don't know if actually I have one right here, but at the end of my streams, I started drawing people and putting them up on my board.
I
Behind me.
love it. Just started
So-
drawing little pictures of followers and
Yeah, if you win a
love
marble
that.
race, I draw you and then I put you up behind me.
This is the
Amazing.
art along that we encourage in our community all the time. For programming for us this week, we are back on Monday as always for Chatwater. We're going to be continuing the Feywild Feywild arc for part 3, and we may very well do it. We may get there and finish all the lore. We may finish all the pre-stream lore. It's 3 sessions to get through, 2.5, and I think we're going to do it, and I'm really excited about it. And for those of you who are involved with Lore Club or want to get involved with Lore Club, we're going to have some talks over the next couple weeks about how things are going to go for the Quiz Bowl. So I'm very excited to rope you all in for that. Next Wednesday, Behind the Screen, our DM Roundtable show is back, and Sean, do you want to tell us about our guest?
Oh yeah, our guest is a wonderful. If you like what Blackwater is about, then that means that you love talented DMs named Tim. And our guest this week is none other than the GM Tim, not our Tim, but a different Tim.
Another
So
Tim.
come to Chatwater this Wednesday. Double the Tim, double the fun. He's an incredibly talented local Vancouver DM. You know,
like
just
Tim.
like look, the Venn diagram is wild and all encompassing, and
Just a
you're
circle
gonna
at
love
this
it.
point.
It's a circle of good DMs named Tim who live in Vancouver.
But I'm very
Um,
excited about it.
Yes, we are so
You should be
excited
too.
to have him on the show. So please come join us 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday. And then, of course, we are back on Saturday for our main campaign. As we come into April, May, June, we are going to have some new programming. There will be some shifts in some programming, but fear not, we have some amazing things lined up for you folks. We're so excited about it. And whether you're new with us tonight or whether you've been with us for the long haul, thank you so much for being here. We love you immensely, and thank you for hanging out with us at our table. We hope you feel super welcome here. Now let's play some fucking Dungeons and Dragons. Tim,
All
take
right.
it away.
So, for those of you just joining us tonight, last week Blackwater escaped hell after taking down a pit fiend with the help of some newly freed demons. The party managed to overcome the devil and plane shift back to Sigil, but not before Callie was knocked unconscious, and due to the poison contained in the wound, she nearly died. However, she was healed and brought back up, but being in hell triggered something in her celestial heritage, causing a transformation and leaving her with white hair. Upon returning to Sigil, they reconnected with Erika Sarad and decided to check out the zoo in Sigil with a bit of time they had before their meeting.
God.
The interaction with the zoo owner, Exoquick, did not go well, and they decided to head to their meeting without lingering to avoid any repercussions. They arrived at the banded Sombra, who agreed to grant them passage to the Shadowfell, arriving to a welcome from Shathis, the elder monk of the Umbral Arborists. So you have arrived in the Shadowfell at the monastery of Gloomtharan, and Shathis kind of beckons you in to the kind of cloister building. You kind of step through the large wooden doors, and you can see similar in design to the temple at Philenis. You can see kind of like an open courtyard with sort of a covered walkway all the way around, and another building in the back. And as you walk sort of around the courtyard, you can see a number of monks of the Shadar-kai kind of tending to beautiful black flowers. They almost look like lilies, but the flowers completely black, and the stems are very, very, very dark green. And they are the courtyard is in full bloom at the moment. And you can see a number of the monks kind of trimming them and things like that, and watering them. And she takes you around to the back, to the refectory, where she opens the door, another set of double doors. You can see a number of tables. This seems to be kind of like the dining hall. And she has laid out a full kind of spread of tea for you. She kind of beckons you to sit. Please have a seat. Would you like some tea?
Thank you. Yes, please.
I love some.
We are very gracious for your hospitality. This is most kind of you.
Of course. A dreamer sent word, but I am curious as to what brings you to the Shadowfell.
It's a bit of a long story, but the short version of it is we are tracking someone who has stolen something very precious from us. And if we do not retrieve that item, problems of cosmic nature at a very large level will likely follow. And we have word that she is at the Gloomspire. So that is our intended destination.
Yes, a dreamer mentioned the Gloomspire.
And a dreamer mentioned to us that there has only been one of your order who has been.
Yes. An elder monk some time ago named Alec Softwind. It was the final entry in his travel diary. It was found on his body by another expedition at the foot of the Dread Range. This was, I believe, 1,000 or so years ago.
Right.
Did he, forgive me, but did he make it there? Or did he only make it that far?
We do not know. It was found on his skeleton.
I see.
But the picture was all that was left. The last entry was an image. What looked like a large stone tree. Its branches filled with ravens. And the word Gloomspire at the bottom.
That definitely seems like the right place for us to be going then. I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong, everyone, but it probably a rest here tonight, and then we set out in the morning.
Yeah, and Shathis, we're obviously new to the Shadowfell. Love what you got going on here. Do you have any tips or tricks? Because here's the thing. We promised Eureka that we would leave here with leaving as little to no trace ideally. And I've got some ideas about how to do that. But I imagine folks like yourselves who are denizens of the Shadowfell know a far few more things than us about stealth and non-detection. So anything that you can give us, like, we would. I've got ideas about how I can get us away, but I'm willing to bet yours are better than mine.
Yes. Well, the range immediately beyond the monastery for about 2 days is more or less wasteland before you get to the forest of the Vandor. That is the boundary that we patrol up to ensure no creatures get too close to the monastery. Generally, it is relatively quiet in that stretch. Creatures have come to an understanding of this place in a way that it is protected. If you would like, I can send one of our shadow dancers to escort you to the boundary.
That would be
Yes,
great.
we would
Thank
love
you.
that.
Beyond there, it is imperative that should you need to flee, do not flee in this direction.
No. Certainly
Should
not.
one of you be captured, do not speak of this place. And I would advise for the first day or so as you travel into the forest, try and be as quiet as possible.
Just for the first couple days?
Yes. Beyond that, it is less likely that a creature may tie you to this place.
I see.
Right.
Would likely be seen as wanderers or lost souls.
So it's not that it's safer for us. It's just that
No.
period is where we're putting you in danger.
Yes.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
How long has this monastery been here?
Thousands of years.
A dreamer mentioned of your pact with the Raven Queen.
Yes. Our order, many thousands of years ago, made a pact with the Raven Queen to keep the tree of Gloomtharan protected. It was a pact we made for her protection as much as for our protecting the tree. Our people were refugees from the Shadowfell, or from the Feywild, sorry. Some time ago, we came here seeking refuge, and it is a dangerous place, and we needed protection. So we offered our servitude for her protection.
Right. And thus the tree has stood unaccosted.
Yes.
Do you like it here?
Yes.
Oh.
It's quite beautiful in its own way.
Go ahead, Matt.
I'd just like to look at the tea.
Mhm.
Is it like a generic tea, or are we talking like some special Shadowfell?
Yeah, you notice it is you notice since you've come here, like all of the colors that you've seen have been quite muted.
Mhm.
You've noticed even in your own kind of clothes, like the clothing that they wear is already quite kind of various shades of gray. It's already quite muted. So it's like you can see in the cup that it is quite a dark tea, but it has quite an like kind of an earthy, almost cinnamon-like smell. And it is quite warm. And you notice as you kind of take it in your hands, you can feel the warmth kind of radiate not only through your hands but all the way up your arms. And for the first time, you fully realize that this place is cold. It's not freezing like Garyang, but there's like a damp coldness that kind of
Mm.
permeates everything. There's
More
a
of a-
chill in the air.
More of like a graveyard chill than a
Mhm.
yeah.
How dark is the sky?
At the moment, it's not pitch black. It kind of oscillates between sort of a gray, kind of like at most sort of a fully overcast sky to kind of a dark sort of think kind of thunderstorm clouds
Mhm.
and then into kind of the dark of night.
Okay.
Do I like looking around and looking at myself in all bright white and gold trim? Am I going to stand out like a lot walking out of this area?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you notice that the white is kind of like a soft gray, but it
Yeah.
is still quite bright
It's not-
comparatively.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And you notice that all of their robes
Yeah.
all have hoods.
Right. How long is the travel to the Dread Range? Or perhaps, if you would be willing, I would, and if it is not too much to ask, I would love to read or see the journal,
Yes, I can
if that is possible.
arrange for that to be brought up, I believe. The most direct route to a passage through the mountains is to a city, a ruin, the former city of Hekas.
Hekas.
It is 6 days, I believe. There is reference to the city from one of our older texts. I believe that is the only passage I know through the mountains. You could travel farther east or west outside of the city and attempt to climb over the mountains.
Seems like direct might be the best. We don't know how much time we have or how long our quarry will be at the Gloomspire.
I do not know much of the passage through the mountain. We do not have any reference to that. I know there is one. There's a number of references to the passage through, but I don't know what it contains.
Any information you'd be willing to provide us, we will take graciously. Whatever we could copy down, or things to look out for, or things to avoid. You spoke of creatures or being captured. What are we likely to encounter out there?
There are all manner of denizens, some creatures native to the plain, others who have been lost here and succumbed to its aura, if you will. You may come across beasts who have been tainted by the shadow. You may come across undead. There are quite a few undead creatures who stalk the lands. Some born here, some brought here. Yes, that is likely what you are to see, but as you travel, know that it is a dangerous place. The nature of the Shadowfell is, even to me, somewhat mysterious. There is documentation of whole cities arriving here without warning. Its proximity to the material plane creates a lot of bleed, similar to the Feywild.
Right.
So people, villages, whole cities can be lost over time.
and those denizens thus changed by this place,
Yes.
with so perhaps no way to get back.
Yes.
Understand. Do you get visitors here very often through the portal?
No, it is rare. We have had a group come through maybe 4 months ago, which is unusual to have two so close together, but sometimes we go years without visitors.
Is there anything you'd like to know about the material plane? Like, while we're here, we've been all over. Like, if you've got, we're open book.
I have traveled to the material plane myself. It is a bit too bright for me. I much prefer this place. It is much quieter, more peaceful.
Do you want the hot goss? Because, like, I imagine you haven't been there in a while, and maybe some stuff has gone down over the last year. It's pretty nutty.
It seems like
great.
you are eager to dish.
Well, no. I don't need to dish. Look, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, you're doing so much for us. I want, like, if you don't get a lot of visitors, you'd be like, okay, this is what's in style. You know, you're never gonna believe who's queen now.
Kind of looks down at her robes, like. I tend not to concern myself with the shifting nature of the material plane. It is a lot to get caught up in.
Okay, fair enough.
Shathis, how long have you been here?
I have been here several hundred years.
Perhaps, a dreamer, if something perhaps that you may, if I may borrow a bit of your time later,
Of course.
before we rest for the evening. There was a priestess in my order. I serve her Grace Nepthisiket, who came to the Shadowfell, I believe to help protect a group of Shadakai. This would have been just over 2,000
years ago.
Yes.
Yes. Ms. Neerith.
Yes.
I am familiar. We have some entries in some of our oldest texts that reference her.
Right.
But her, I will just show you.
Show me?
I will show you where she is buried.
I would love that. Please. Yes, perhaps later, after tea.
Of course.
Thank you.
We'll sit, enjoy your tea. Would you like some soup?
Please.
Soup would be lovely.
Soup
We'll
would be
have some
wonderful.
brought up. In the meantime, I will go down to the archives and get what I can. And then
All
I'll
right.
show you.
Thank you so much. We
course.
deeply will appreciate it. Is there any way we could buy or borrow off of you a handful of cloaks similar to the ones that you wear?
Yes.
As you note the material plane being a touch colorful.
Of course. I can have 7 cloaks brought to you.
I appreciate it.
Of course. She kind of bows and heads out. And another
Hey,
monk
just
comes-
I'll talk
Yes?
to this monk. This monk is much better. No. It's a much lower down the line kind of question.
Yeah, another monk comes with like kind of a big cauldron.
Soup monk. Sorry,
a number
that's
of
not your
bowls.
name.
Letters.
No.
No, sorry. Thank you for the soup, monk. My name is Letters.
Oh my god.
You see that like a younger Shadar Kai, kind of completely bald. He kind of like lays out the bowls, sort of like, yes.
I wanted to ask you, hi there. What's your name? I'm Letters. This is Blackwater.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm Ulbrich.
Ulbrich. Is there anyone I could talk to? You guys, I love the colors of everything you're wearing. you strike me as people who are pretty adept at dyeing things dark colors. Is there somebody that I could talk to about dyeing a few things to be, match the aesthetic? And I look to Kokanee because I feel like maybe we could probably, tone it down. Like cloaks are good, but if the cloak's opening up and we're flashing, bright red, bright white, we might have to change our palette on this one.
Are
champ.
you
Letters, I can't do anything to
insane?
these pants.
I am not dyeing this shirt.
He's kind of like, I can come back.
Yeah, you might want to give us a minute.
idea.
Give us a minute. Thank
Here
you.
is your soup.
Thank you very much, Albrecht. Thank you so much.
That's that.
Look, Kokanee, you
Did you
look
just
like
call that guy Soup Monk?
Yeah, I called him Soup Monk. The important thing,
Goddess grace, we've been
Is
here for
that
half an hour.
you look like a firefly walking around here in your shiny shirt.
Letters,
We
I'm
got-
blue.
Yeah, but
That's
blue is
probably
dark.
better for this, honestly.
That's
I understand.
What I'm saying. Look, I'm gonna be wearing my dark cloak. Look, I'm changing up my brand. I just feel like, when in Shadowfell, get shadowed well.
Letters.
Um,
Letters.
I don't think we can change Callie's hair.
Well,
And if
I
I
feel
change
like-
my pants, I'm pretty sure the pants wizard is gonna kill me.
all right, I don't know.
Pretty
Put
sure
on
that's
like a
right.
second darker pair of pants. There's hoods. Like I don't know.
If we're our goal coming through here is to not get tracked or found, should I take off my armor? Because if we're trying to not get
Maybe just for 2 days.
I have already planned to take off my armor. I won't be wearing it. And everything else. The accompaniments, anything loud, I will not be wearing it. Until we get well within the forest, so that we can't have anything tracked back. It may put Callie and I at less of a disadvantage for loudness, but we will be quite
squishy.
yes. And I don't know about that. From my understanding, the magic you use to the mage armor, that does not work on other people. That only works on yourself.
Yep.
Hey, Neppy. I'll shield of faith you if you shield of faith me.
Of course.
It's cute.
I will still be much squishier. We will still be both very squishy, but
I mean, we could probably pick up just some like leather armor or something from these monks. I don't know. We could probably get you something. Look, I've got a lot of money. I'm happy to buy you some new things.
well, yes, I don't even think it's about the money. I think it's about I don't want to ask too much of these people. Whatever they're willing to give.
Maybe we'd be paying them.
Of course.
Just be like, yeah, and I bet they don't get much business out here, so we'd kind of be doing them a favor.
Does business really help them out here?
I don't think they need money.
Do they
Um,
use our currency?
Speaking of money, there's been something I've been thinking about.
Mhm.
Since we were walking back from the zoo towards the portal. Now, I know we wished for a creature to accompany us, and we will have the shadow dancer, I believe. But
Mhm.
beyond the range, we will not have that extra set of eyes, or perhaps something that will be more attuned to stealth. I have an ability to ask for one to be sent.
What?
I can ask Her Grace if she would be willing to send someone allied to us for the journey, something with a specific purpose. Yes. It may cost us something. It could be money. It could be a task or a promise, but this will be a creature sent by Her Grace, so it will not be malevolent towards us in the slightest. in my thought, it will actually be quite inclined to help us for the right price. I don't know what she will send, but I was thinking through my magic, and I think this is a better help. And it is not something I have to cast every day. I would do it once.
I mean, that's better. You go ahead.
Do we know vaguely what the cost would be?
Well, it could be. It depends on the complexity of the task which we ask it to do. Now, if we ask it to fight for us, for essence, the price could be much higher. If we ask it to accompany us and act as our eyes, the price may be different. And this is not a set price, like this is a bargain, but it will likely be down to me to bargain with it. No, I'm not great at bargaining, but we will.
I'd say if there's anything that can help us move a little stealthier, less detected, we owe it to these fine folks who let us through their lovely portal to do our best.
And it is also the case too where I can call upon the being for aid, and if the price is not what we can agree upon, or that we do not have to agree to it.
Oh, great.
And the creature is not hostile to us, and it is not bound by us. It's a transaction.
Sounds great.
All right.
I love it.
Sometimes the cost, from my understanding, is a per day kind of thing.
Another
Can't be worse than Wex.
I mean, it might be, but certainly a better personality, we hope, depending on who she sends.
The very least, even if it's paying through the nose. Oh my God, if she sends Wex.
I do not think Her Grace would. I do not think.
Maybe if she thinks she's funny.
Tim,
if I were her, I would send Wex.
If Her Grace,
I
think that Wex would, if he ever had any allegiance to Nephthisicat, has strayed so far from her presence. I don't think she would send Wex. Goddess Grace, I hope not. But I will cast it in the morning before we leave. We will see who she sends. We will make our negotiations, and we will go from there.
Yep.
But if it is, I do not mean this to sound with hubris, but it is me asking. So we might have a bit more.
I'm sure it'll go great. And even if we got to pay through the nose, those first 2 days of travel, we'll give. If it's offering good fucking service, I'm happy to do it.
I'm fine, basically whatever amount of money. I don't really care about that as long as it's close-ended. I don't want to make any deals, even with somebody who is nice to us, that is like, yeah, I'll come help you, but I will call in a favor later. That is, I'm done with that.
No more favors.
No more favors to anybody ever.
Any divine entities.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can owe you a favor. That's fine.
Kokanee, you owe me a lot of favors, bud.
Hey? Insight check.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Can I insight check that too?
Sure, yeah.
And letters, I understand the changing of color is reasonable. I am very happy to go buy some clothes that are not white, but I will wear nothing under this robe before I dye these clothes dark gray.
All right, fair enough. I'm doing a palette swap. I'm looking at all these elves. I doubt they have anything in my size.
21.
21.
Quite lean. I'm very broad.
Yeah, Clack seems pretty convinced that Kokanee owes him a couple favors.
Of what nature, we'll never know.
Love that.
Well, if is there anything that we need to do tonight? I'm going to perhaps go see Miss Neerith, and where she is buried. This is unbelievable for me, so I need to take some time to do that. And you are all welcome to accompany if you like, but it will be just a long lost sister, a reclamation of sorts, and one I hope that is a more joyous experience than that of meeting Zesperia. So if anyone would wish to come, you're welcome to, but no pressure, of course. And then I suppose we bed down for the night.
I'm curious. Are there any locals here in the room at the moment?
Not at the moment, no.
Do you think that does the night day cycle work here like it normally does?
I don't know.
I'm just curious if it gets, pitch black for 16 hours a day here, or, stuff that seems like something that we'd want to know before we figure out heading off.
Let's go ask a local.
Okay.
Or perhaps
What's that monk's name? Orland? Oland?
Albrick.
Albrick. I was close.
Or when
Kind of steps back in. Yes. Did you call?
Oh god.
Yes. Sorry. We're just wondering about the day-night cycle here.
Oh, right. Yes. Well, there is a light cycle of a kind.
Okay.
It generally is lighter at this time of day, which I think would be your sort of afternoon. And then it does get dark. In probably about 8 hours or so, maybe a little less. And
Okay.
it's usually dark for about 12 hours.
Okay. So it's about a 12-hour bright, 12-hour dark.
More or
cycle.
less. And then like kind of fills you in like on either end of those 12 hours. There's kind of like a sort of a dusk window, if
Sure.
you will, where
Sure.
it's kind of like it's dimmer light.
Cool.
But there's never bright light. It's only ever dim.
Just good to know that it's not going to change like randomly throughout the day.
Perhaps we leave at first light in the morning.
Seems like a good idea. I think we are at best advantage in the light, and getting as far away from here in that time is probably the best idea.
And from what Shathis was mentioning, this more dangerous things will come out at night. Or their version of it.
And Albrick, the soup is delicious. Thank you so much. We're not going to need the dye, but we would love to buy some clothes that are sort of.
Do you have any shops?
Style. Is that a possibility?
We don't really have a shop, but I can take you to the quartermaster. And I'm sure he may be able to arrange some kind of trade or
That'd
something.
be great.
That'd be excellent.
I love quartermasters.
What exactly do you need?
Some
Just some
simple
clothes.
dark clothes.
Yes, that should be doable.
And do you have any like light or medium armor that's just kind of quiet? By any chance? Maybe two of them?
Perhaps. You'll have to speak to the quartermaster.
We'll talk
but
to the
he would be the
quartermaster.
one.
Would you be able to point us in their direction, and please let Shathis know we will return shortly.
Oh, yes, of course. If you go out of the cloister at the front and then off to the left, there is a building there near the edges of the wall. You can't miss it. There's a big spear kind of over top of the door.
Wonderful, thank you.
His name is Serban.
Serban.
Urban.
Thank you.
Letters just accumulating quartermasters across the plains.
Yeah. That's
He's gonna-
exactly what's happening.
He's going to run a quartermaster convention at the Blackwater Bar and Grill.
100%.
QuarterCon?
Yes, we
that'd
love
be so
it.
good. That'd be so good.
So yeah, I guess we go over
Okay.
to.
So you make your way
quartermaster.
over to where the quartermaster is, and he was right. You can kind of see. It's pretty obvious. You can see inside. It's kind of an open archway, and you can see inside. There's racks of spears and things like that. It seems that is the preferred weapon around here, and you can see inside there is a small forge, as well as kind of a workbench. And you see an older Shadarkai mug, kind of like somewhat weathered skin. You can see kind of a large scar sort of across the jawline, and sort of like pulled back, like grayish white hair. and kind of hunched over something, and he's wearing kind of simple leather armor, black, like beautifully made, and kind of buckled, like several times over the shoulder. Kind of like looks up. It like he clocks you as soon as you get near the door. You see kind of like his head turns instantly.
Are you
Hi.
Serban?
Yes, that is me. What can I help you with?
Ulbrich sent us over.
Hmm.
We are obviously not from here, and we'll be setting out across towards the Dread Range and the Ashen Plains.
I see.
And are looking for perhaps to trade or to buy cloaks, armor, darker, something that will be quiet and allow us to blend in a bit more.
Yes, Shathis spoke to me of the cloaks. I gave them to her.
Okay,
So she'll
thank you.
be getting them to you. I do
Wow,
have
she works fast.
Yes, I do have some clothing I could offer you for a small price.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you need? You take gold?
Yes, I will take gold.
Great.
We're very grateful for any help that you can offer, so we're very happy to pay.
Of course. How many sets of clothing will you need?
My clothing is already black, so I'm fine.
4? Any
One
kind
for
of
you,
looks
Callie?
Yeah.
He
So
looks
5.
at you letters. Yours may need some alteration.
Do you have dye? I'd be down to dye it. Is that an option, or am I sort of talking?
They mostly come in dark colors. That's
okay. We can alteration. The alterations, if
more
it can be done tonight.
sizing wise.
Yeah.
Your physique is not as common with my kin.
Yeah.
Yes, I should be able to do that up. When are you leaving?
Tomorrow.
In the morning, hopefully.
Yes, I can do that. It's fine.
Oh, you're the best.
Thank you. And it would be 2 sets of armor, perhaps a light armor, something that will allow us to be quiet because Neppy just like moves.
And he kind of looks. I'm afraid the armor that we have is all made custom, but
Of course.
I do have one set. One of our shadow dancers fell not long ago, so I do have a set of light armor.
Kelly, you should take it. You will be up close.
We can decide in the morning.
Well, we'll take the armor, and someone will wear it.
One of us.
One of us will wear it.
And you can see he kind of heads to the back and comes back out with a beautiful set of black leather armor. And you can see kind of like the buckling across the midsection. As he kind of like, you can see where it was repaired. There was like quite a large, it looks like it was scratched or like clawed across the front. And you can see it's been repaired with buckles. As he kind of sets it down, he sort of looks at you, whoever is taking it. Her name was Soga.
Soga.
She would want a warrior to wear this.
And we will honor her.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you very much. How much do we owe you?
For the armor, it would be 50 gold pieces.
Of course. And the clothing?
The clothing will be 3 gold pieces altogether.
I tell you what, let's call it an even 60. Easy.
Thank you for your generosity.
Well, we appreciate the hospitality. You all have been very kind to us traveling through. Thank you very much.
We do not get many visitors, so it is always a nice change of pace.
I mean, we're here for the night. Do you want to hear like the hot goss of what's been happening on the surface? Because you won't believe who's queen now.
Absolutely, I do. I want to hear that.
Oh, that's so great.
I don't want to speak out of turn, but I am one for gossip.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's great. I'm gonna hang out here. Neppy, you want to go see that grave? I think me and Serban are have some catching up to do.
Yes, I'll go take a look at the texts that Shathis has. Perhaps we can pore over it, and then I will go see Miss Nerith.
Speaking of pour over it,
Mm-hmm.
Servon, do you drink?
I occasionally imbibe, yes.
Okay.
And you see he also pulls out a measuring tape and begins kind of taking your measurements letters.
Yeah, so it was wild. It all started with this guy, Zacchus, and he was doing.
I love it. I love it.
Right.
I wasn't there
go
for
ahead.
that, but I've
Go
heard
ahead,
they
Yana.
talk about it all the time. Anyway,
I would catch up to Deppy as she's leaving. You mind if I come with you?
Oh, of course. I would love the company. Yes, please.
Great.
Are we?
Kelly's-
So is are
Kelly's
we?
Kelly's coming too. Kelly's following behind Neppy.
Okay,
I'm
sounds good.
gonna stay with letters and Clack and pour a handful of drinks and find out what I owe Clack. It's like subtly at some point I'd like to try to slide over and figure that out.
All right, sounds good.
So I guess myself and Callie and Yana go back to see Shathis and talk about the texts that she's got.
Okay. Yeah. So you go back to find Shathis is there waiting. She's got the text kind of laid out with another monk you can see as well, who is kind of like very, very delicately rolling out these scrolls, which look ancient. And this sort of like he's got like a linen, she's got a linen cloth underneath. And has kind of like laid them out, and you can see the diary is there as well, and it also looks like it is quite fragile, but she's there to kind of like take you through it, and you can see the cloaks are stacked on the end of the table. I have
Thank you.
your cloaks here, and I was able to find the diary. A number of the pages are torn. But you can see, and she like the other monk kind of opens it up, and you can see that like there are not a ton of pages that are still intact.
This is
but-
the Elder Monk's diary that went to the
Yes,
Gloomspire. Okay.
Alex, yeah, and you can see at the end the picture of the Gloomspire, and the text that she's or the scroll that she's rolled out. This text references Ms. Nerith. She was she came to the monastery after traveling the Shadowfell. She did not arrive here first.
Oh,
She came here after she did whatever she said she needed to do. But I believe that she had traveled through Hekas.
that is very helpful.
She said it had befallen some great calamity sometime before. But then she served out the rest of her days here at the monastery. It is said that she was quite a student of history. She would spend most of her days, and she's like kind of showing you through the text, most of her days were split between studying in the archives and tending to the gardens and the tree. Her diaries were sent back to her temple
We have some of them.
some time ago.
Whatever made the journey back, we have, and I have read them.
Apparently, she spent time in the archives even up to her final day. I can take you to where she is buried if you would like.
I would like that very much.
She takes you out as you all kind of head out through the grounds to the other side of the monasteries, which is quite a, like, you can see it's like a large kind of, there's a stone wall that surrounds the whole thing. That's probably about 5 feet high. It's not like a big imposing wall. It's just kind of a medium wall that surrounds the whole grounds. And there's a number of different buildings. But she takes you over to a large kind of plot that's kind of near the edge of the lake. Because the whole thing is kind of like a horseshoe on the edge of a very large lake, and a little ways out into the lake is where the tree rests. And she takes you through the graveyard that is there, to kind of the back part of it, to one of the older headstones there. And you can see she kind of kneels down and brushes off some of the dust. And you can see, barely visible in the stone, it's quite worn at this point, there is a carving of a cat's head with large wings that wreath either side. And there are words in Infernal underneath.
What does it say?
It says, "At last, I found the shade."
Neppy just kneels down at the foot of the grave. Oh my God, Tim. And it's not, I'm assuming it's packed earth, like there's not loose gravel or anything. Like
It's somewhat loose, like it is just dirt, like it's not freshly buried, but it's
of course. It's
dirt.
2,000 years old.
Mhm.
I'm going to take my holy symbol out, and I'm going to, as I would begin any prayer ritual, cut my hands, and I'm going to place my hands on the edge of the dirt.
Okay.
Do I have spell slots for that? Using my handy spell tracker. Yes, I do. I'm going to try and cast Commune, Tim.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and speak to her.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to dig her up, of course. And I don't know if it's going to work, but I'd speak to her in Infernal as well. Hello, sister. My name is Nepentha. I come 2,000 years after you, cold as you were. There are many of us who work hard to try and fulfill the duty bestowed to us by her grace, as you know so well. And in the end, all we hope for is peace. That we have done her proud and done what we have set out to do in her name. And I am so thankful to have been here, to know that you have found your peace. I have read everything about you that I could find. And I am honored to be in your presence.
You notice a bit of movement out of the corner of your eye up on the wall just past, which is probably only about 7 feet away from you, kind of the edges of the wall. And you look up and you can see sitting on the wall a large, very fluffy black cat swishing its tail. You can see its one ear has been, it looks like it's been in a fight. You can see it's one ear is kind of damaged and scarred. But you can see it kind of swishing its tail and long white whiskers.
And you knew when you came that this was a one-way trip for you. And all I ask is that if there is anything that you wish me to do in your name, or anything left undone, I wish you, I wish to grant you space to say so. If there is anything I can do for you.
Here in your head, No, child. All I ask of you is that you live. Do not worry about the dead. We have done our part.
Thank you. Know that Philenis still stands strong.
Of course she does.
Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your knowledge. Thank you for your grace. Everything you sent back to us.
Thank you for visiting.
Of course. I don't have any more questions for her, so I would.
You watch as she pads off along the wall and kind of fades into the darkness. Yana, you notice something while you're watching this. Your sort of ethereal sense kind of kicks in without you sort of being conscious of it, but you watch as a very thin thread of light emanates from Nepentha and travels into the ground, into the graveyard.
I would just look back up to Callie and Yana. She is at peace.
Oh, God.
Thank you for coming with me.
Of course.
That is really all I had from. That is one of the big things I needed to do while here.
She's connected to you. I can see it from here to there. I think no matter how far you go.
That is the bonds of sisterhood, I suppose. It is. I think I had hoped when we met Suspiria at the tomb that there could be something I could do to bring her back. That bond would be enough. But she had strayed too far. For too long. Well, if she who seeks the shade sleeps, then we should let her sleep.
And Callie would reach out her hand to help pick it up.
Thank you. Yeah, I take it and I bow my head.
As we walked back. As we walk.
Yeah.
Kelly.
I was like,
What
"Where
move is that?
Slinking backwards.
Nebby, can I ask you something?
Anything, of course.
I need to ask you for a while, but we've been kind of busy.
Yes.
When you use necro, how does it feel?
Necromancy.
Like we do some of the same spells, but I learned them from a different place. How did those feel for you?
For me, it is about seeking balance. With all things, there is a pull towards extremity. Life, death, light, dark. Up, down, left, right. There are always dipoles. And much of my magic taps into the lightness. As a cleric, I think it is part of what we do with respect to healing or with using the radiance of our god to channel that when we choose to use those spells, more of the evocation or the healing magic. But when there is the necromancy, it pulls from a different side of it, the darkness. Something I remember Hade saying when I was young is that you must not fear the dark. Everything in the darkness is the same as it is in the light. There is just a different perspective. And you can use that to your advantage. Draw upon your darkness, whether internal or external. Bend it to your will. To save, to heal, to harm. And of course we do this in the name of her grace. But that is not to say that people do not use it for other means. What is it like when you use necromancy?
I guess sometimes, my mom would grow out of something and she'd give it to me. And sometimes I'd really like it and it would fit really well. And sometimes it'd just be a little bit loose in some places and it wouldn't always be as comfortable. So I guess necromancy has always kind of felt like that for me. It feels familiar and like I'm close to something, I guess, that feels right. It's not quite there. Like it wasn't made for me. So, yeah, there's parts of it that I haven't used in a really long time. And I'm just trying to figure out what that means. I just don't think I'm a necromancer anymore.
You're allowed to be whoever you want to be, Anna. And whatever that exploration looks like, there is certainly nothing that ties you to it, to strictly that darkness, or whatever necromancy holds for you. Your magic has changed so much.
Yeah. It's pretty weird, even for me.
It's fascinating. As someone who has much admiration for the magic that you and Letters hold, I don't possess that kind of magic. I have much awe and admiration for the way that you craft it, or bend it, use it.
Thanks.
Of course.
So I've always felt that way about you. So, and you, Callie. Yeah. Yeah, I'm figuring it out, but thanks. It helps knowing that, like, I know that there's different sources for things, but I don't want to get rid of all my hand-me-downs, you know?
Some of them just fit too well.
You can change them up. I changed my oath. I'm still with Melora. Just vengeance didn't fit.
I think I think that works for me too.
It's not abandoning it or giving up on what you've known. I know that's not what you said, but I think that's how I felt. And it's freeing to find what actually fits.
It feels better.
Yeah. I wasn't.
No, go ahead, Kelly.
It's brought to light more of who I am. I couldn't protect everyone as well with vengeance. Now I can.
There is nothing that is stopping you from taking what you like and leaving the rest behind. If we have learned anything over the past of our time together, and what I know from teachings from Her Grace or anything I have picked up in my work over the years, is that life is so precious. And there are so many ways that, so many things in the world that seek to alter it, change it, stop it, pervert it. That you have the power to seize what you love of life, find the joy in it, and leave the rest behind. If it does not serve you, do not keep it. Do not let it be an anchor on your joy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna work on that.
Please let us know how we help. Nothing is too big or too small.
This helped.
Good. Shall we go find the gentlemen before they are so deep in their cups that they're the loud ones in the morning?
Could I can't. And it's also okay if you can't, if you're out of slots. So like,
Do you want me to call Kamea?
yeah.
Of course. Of course. I have plenty of magic. Yes, of course, if we're leaving in the morning, then yes. What would you like me to tell her?
Oh,
I think last time we spoke to her, I told her we were going into the plane of ooze, and I haven't talked to her since.
right.
I'll probably tell her about the whole hell thing.
Should we just...
She's gonna find out one way or another.
Of course, but does it need to be right now?
If like demons show up at the castle and they're like,
do you know? Yeah, I just want. Yeah. And I miss her, and then I love her. Maybe put that I miss her at the beginning, and then the Baron is back or not dead
in the middle.
In the middle.
And then that you love her at the end.
Her at the end.
Right.
Sandwich.
Harda used to do that when she was trying to deliver criticism. She would start with something good, package what she really wanted to say in the middle, and then something slightly brighter at the end. So yeah, I will try my best.
It's how you talk to parents at daycares.
I'm gonna cast sending to Kamea.
Yep. Roll a D100 for me.
Oh yeah, because we're across the plains.
Top or bottom?
Bottom. Yeah, we're good. That's 30 on the nose. Yep. Hello, Kamea. We're safe. Kelly misses you. On a somber note, we've reason to believe the Baron may still live.
Nice one.
Unconfirmed. She loves you much.
You're back.
I did it.
Laughing hurts. Stop.
Well, that is alarming. But thank you for telling me. Tell her I love her. And we'll speak about this further when she gets back.
I'll send one more to Kanea as well.
Okay.
No longer in the plane of ooze. We're in the Shadowfell.
I look at Callie, and I'm gonna do one of these.
Had to make a quick stop over in hell.
Had to.
Sorry.
I'm back.
We
Just,
miss you.
Oh,
You just hear
Oh, I love her too. That counts as one.
That's it. That's the whole message.
Just one
I'm
long
sure
sigh.
there is an interesting story that I look forward to hearing about. Please be safe. I love you all.
Oh, we love us all.
If we've learned anything about this, is that blue tieflings should not have the control of sending. We should just. If we've learned anything. I would relay that all to Callie.
Right. And then you head over towards the guys.
Yes. If there was
And so-
anything that that Shathis needed to, or that there was anything important about Hekass, the journey, anything from Miss Nearith that was in the text, I would have.
The only further bit of information was that Hekass was home to the they had some kind of gate to the passage through the mountains. It
Okay.
references a gate, but there isn't
Okay.
too much detail about it.
Okay.
So back over to the guys.
And so we're down there, and there's all these swords, and not our size swords, but giant swords, and the room is
No.
collapsing. Yeah. And
No.
we're all leaving, but
Ugh.
fucking archaeologist extraordinaire thief Kokanee Buckwild over here decides to go, his former namesake, he's going Buckwild. He goes in and gets it. We thought we'd have to dig out his corpse. He made it out with an armful of giant-sized swords. We still don't know what to do with them. Risked his life, no reason. It was great. You
My
had to be
palms
there.
are sweaty. My palms are sweaty from that.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much everything. You're up to date.
Clack leans over to you, Kokanee.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember a certain wedding day. Someone coming to me with a request to make some rings, a little help.
You are very right, Clack.
Yeah, no, I haven't forgotten.
Well, whenever you need a couple of wedding rings made, you can hit me up, and I am more than happy to help you work on those.
I will hold you to that.
I look forward to it.
Who are you thinking of?
Nobody. Why
thinking
all the
of-
questions? Wow. Whoa. Getting grilled over here.
No, I
Wait,
just
what are
love
you getting
weddings.
grilled about as they walk back in?
No, I was. Letters was asking me all these questions about all these rocks. He was asking me all these questions about rocks.
But
and,
you love rocks.
I know, but like all the time, it's like, oh, I know other things too.
It's true.
I know about sand. I know
Is-
about
A surprising amount about glass.
yeah, hot sand.
Oh, I guess that makes sense then.
Clack,
Yeah.
is ice a rock?
Depends on who you ask. Me personally, I don't think so.
Okay.
But there is a lot of Petch who it's kind of it's sort of a sticking point in the Petch
Okay.
community.
Really something that you're on one side or the other.
Yeah, because we've heard tales of ice.
Yeah.
We don't have any ice in the scar.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stories about it, so
Yeah.
people sort of You kind of fall into one camp or the other.
Yeah. And then you hit them with the questions, you know, like when they're saying it's a rock and you're like, does that make water just cold lava? Like,
It's crunchy, like
True.
rocks,
true.
but it's wet, not like rocks. So tough. It's a tough one.
Tough one.
Oh, well, we have finished up with the documents, and I went to visit the High Priestess. So we will likely turn in for the night and get a start in the morning. Have you had your measurements, Lettuce?
Oh yeah, this is Sir Bon here has really fitted me out. I love the vest.
He's still measuring you?
No, he's measured it. He's almost completed it. He's kind of pinned it out, and he's come back before you leave in the morning, and I will have it all sewn up for you. Shouldn't take long.
Very much. Yeah, this guy's the best.
It was a real pleasure. Thank you for all of that.
But hey, anytime we come through here, which ideally is not often because it's a secret place.
Yes.
But anyways, I'll see you later.
All right.
Keep it dry and dusty.
Can we, when we're walking past the monastery, can we loop past back can we get a good peek at the tree?
Yeah. So you see as you kind of come to the edges of the lake,
Or if Shathis is still with us or whatever.
Yeah, Shathis is she's still in the cloister, the kind of main building. But she did inform you also that there are quarters that you can use. They're pretty simple. They don't get used very often, so it's nothing fancy. But you'll have a roof over your head if you want to stay there. And so yeah, you're kind of on your own as you sort of head through, and you can see there's a handful of boats kind of at the edge of the lake that are used by a number of monks to go out to tend, because probably about 80 feet or so out into the water, there is kind of a small island that houses Gloomthoran, and it's a massive elm tree. And you can see the branches of which kind of dip down into the water around it. And the lake itself is almost black entirely. Like you can tell the water is somewhat clear, but with the reflection of the sky and things like that, it looks like this kind of large black lake. And the tree itself, you can see the leaves are quite dark. But the tree itself does kind of have a lighter quality to it. It almost looks kind of like an ashen gray. And in even some parts of it, sort of almost like a very light, almost white color kind of streaked throughout it. But it's the nature of the leaves kind of cover a lot of that. But you can see a number of monks kind of trimming the trees, and there is some kind of flower that grows on it. That does get pruned and things like that. And you can see them kind of tending to different parts of the tree on the island, which is probably about, 40 feet across, this kind of circular island. And the trunk itself takes up most of that. There's probably about a 5-foot path sort of all the way around.
We saw, like, Shathis is with us, or no? Or no, Shathis is in the cloister,
She's
right?
not.
It's so interesting looking at it. I don't know what I imagined, considering we saw Talbask, or what was left of it. But I'm glad this one stands. So, all right. I don't have anything else I need to do before we bed down for the night. Did we want to take rooms here, or did we want to mansion?
I feel like if we got the mansion, let's be as little of a bother as possible.
All right, that's fine with me, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
I would spend the completely normal short amount of time to cast the spell. That feels so quick for some reason.
It doesn't take 4 hours of combat to cast one spell.
It's so weird.
So fast.
All right. So yeah, you set up the mansion, and you all head in, and bed down for the night. Is there anything you'd like to do before going
I
to sleep?
would love to stand somewhere in a hallway that I know Neppy's going to be, and when she walks through that hallway, I'm going to push off the wall and maintain pace with her. Neppy,
Yes.
Oh God.
What can I do for you, Lettuce?
I feel like I know I owe Nepthysicat a thank you for her hand in Clack still being around. And I don't really know what to do for that. You know, what do you get the god who has everything? Or
Come
what?
this
I
way.
don't know.
Come on.
Okay,
come
cool,
on.
cool.
I would take him back to the kind of like room that we had set, that we had communed with her in last time.
Okay.
Now, I've already used my commune spell today, but I didn't necessarily talk to her. I talked to Miss Neerith, the High Priestess buried here. I can try to reach out to her grace for you, of course. Let us tell me what happened first. I was across the field and a shadow, so I didn't see it.
Well,
I saw Clack go down.
yeah. Then I mean, you saw that. Then I just it was very quick, but I just zipped down to him and I thought of. Well, I didn't really think much, but just the stuff that Callie had said to me about what she does kind of came to me, and I thought about just him and that I how much I wanted him to stay with us and me, and I just tried to put that into him, and I had a bit of help from Akato, who I didn't expect, and Nepthysicat, who I definitely didn't expect. So it was a real team effort, and then he was back.
But that came from in you,
Yeah,
Lettuce.
yeah.
And I think Callie is right. Every time I have to take diamonds into my hands and bring someone back. Sure, you do call the magic and the power her grace gives me. Provide a conduit for that, of course. But it is fueled out of love. It is fueled from you.
It's fueled from you?
You.
Wait, no.
Like, from me,
wait.
yes. From me,
Okay, yeah,
yes.
okay.
But
well,
from the person doing the casting.
Okay, all right,
Right.
good. yeah, sick.
And I said it before, and I'll say it again. Her grace is, I mean, you know of my devotion to her and my care for her.
Yes, I do.
Yes, we've talked about it many times, but oftentimes people must either choose to follow a god or have that thrust upon them from some circumstance. You truly embodied the power that her grace gives. You did that with not asking. You did that with no prayer. And no, go ahead.
Well, I just here's the thing. I don't know if I should talk to Nepthiscus or whatever. Maybe that sends the wrong message. I don't. This is the thing. I don't know what to do in this situation, but alls I know is I'm extremely grateful to her. But I've thought about it a lot since we went and talked to her before. But I can't work for her. I can't work for anybody. And I certainly don't want to burn a bridge. It's like I said, I owe her a serious solid, and I want to do, but
That is, if you took up any mantle of Her Grace, if that was something you chose, it would have to be something you choose. Your path would be utterly different than mine or any cleric. If you chose to act as a paladin in her name, the relationship is very different. There is no ownership. I was chosen to be a vessel for her on this plane, which in my order is the highest honor that can ever be bestowed. And I accepted it because that is the path that I didn't feel like I had a choice at the time, but ultimately I wake up every day and choose to serve Her Grace. I owe Her Grace a great deal. But your relationship would be so much different. And I imagine, and even now as I get older, I have been High Priestess for almost 9 years now. My relationship with her has changed. It is no longer simply a matter of jump and I ask how high. And I think that if you ever chose to walk with Her Grace, that would be between the two of you to discuss. And I would be utterly honored to serve alongside you in any way.
Well, tell you what, just for now, let's try make the call, and I'll be like, hey, thank you very much. What can I do for you? And we'll see how that goes. Because maybe the call doesn't go through, and you teach me like the go-to. Thank you, Nepthiscus. I'm gonna put my own spin on it. Oh, look, tell you what, let's try the call, see if she's home, and if she's not, we'll go from there.
All right. So last time, I used my blood for the ritual.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would be comfortable, I think yours would be better.
I mean, don't disparage yourself like that, but I'd be happy to give up my
More
own
suitable.
blood.
More suitable.
Hey, your words, not mine.
So I would. Do you still have the holy symbol I gave you?
Yeah, I got a holy symbol. Fuck, Clax got it. 1 second. He runs to our room.
And he didn't think that I owed it. He didn't think that he owed me anything.
Really? That's crazy. You did it.
Oh,
the
hey,
rings.
sorry, I was talking to Yana.
Oh,
That's
No,
so
it's fine.
crazy.
fine.
He came to you hours before his wedding.
Hours.
No,
He
I just gotta grab
thought
something from the
about-
bag.
I'm sorry. Sorry, what?
I'm just grabbing something from the bag. Don't let me try on
Yeah.
So what does he owe you?
Well, we haven't. To be determined in the future.
If you need help thinking of good ideas, funny things that Kokanee could do for you, I got plenty.
Yeah.
I've known this guy for a long time, and just like the amount of like seeing him try to fit into like all the small like places that I couldn't when we were trying to steal stuff. Hilarious. So like that, but like better. We can think of something good.
It'd be really funny. Never mind. Never mind.
No,
Stupid.
you have to
It's
tell
no,
me
stupid, it's
now.
stupid. It's totally stupid.
No, clack,
No.
Clack.
It's dumb.
clack. She grabs him. It's not stupid.
Make a
Tell me.
persuasion check. You can use strength if you want, or charisma. It's up to you.
Oh, okay, that's better. 18.
What if we pulled like a little prank on him?
Okay.
What if I told him that I needed 2 wedding rings?
Okay.
That we were getting married.
Okay.
It'd be so funny. I totally wouldn't expect it.
What would
It's
he
dumb.
do?
I told you it's dumb. It's dumb. It's a dumb prank. You're right. Jeez, Clack.
It's not bad. It's up there. We can workshop it. We can think
yeah,
about it.
Yeah. Just first idea, just spitballing. We're just getting the juices flowing.
Mhm. Yeah. It's good though.
Also,
We'll
I
think of
love the
something.
mansion, by the way. The mansion is
So do we cut back to letters?
So that took so long. I was standing outside my room. After we do this, I got to catch up on something.
Wonderful. I can't wait to hear about it.
But yes, here we go.
All right. So I would show him how to take his hands using the blade on the back of the holy symbol to cut them, and to have him set up the ritual space for commune, with essentially I'm providing the magic, but he's in control. I want him to have as much control of it as possible.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to work, but
I'll have you both make religion checks.
Cool.
That'd be a 7, Tim.
It's going to be a 28, Tim.
So you are able to include him in the spell.
Okay.
But he is unable to participate in a direct way. You realize the sort of limitations of the magic, and even being able to include him in that is a stretch.
Yeah, because I know we had kind of done it last time where he could speak. Sorry, he could speak to her.
Yeah, this is it. You've already cast it once today. So it's like you are stretching it. You're sort of stretching the spell already. So it's
Thanks for being
But
cool,
he can essentially
Very cool DM.
Very cool, Tim.
He's essentially a ride along at this point. So he can witness, but he's not able to. You're not sure if he's going to be able to speak directly to her.
Sure. I would prep him for that.
Cool.
So, put it this way.
Yeah.
Tell me what you want to say to her, and
I
I
would
will
like-
give
wanna-
it to her verbatim.
Oh, not verbatim. You put it in your words.
This is your.
I want to
path
say
letters.
big thank you for helping me keep Clack around. That means a lot, and I want to know what I can do to properly thank her. Those are my 2 things.
All right. Before I would put that out there, I would be like, generally, asking something that can be answered with a yes or no is the
Oh
best.
shit. Okay. Because we could play 20 questions, but 2 questions. Is there anything I can do to thank you? Yes. Is it a mineral? No. Fuck.
Do you want her to know about the ritual, about what happened, and how much it means to you? So you can say that. We can say that.
Oh, she was
There is
there.
anything to ask her.
She was there. Look, thank you. You're the best. Big love. This is why I'm coming to you. You're the high priestess. You what do you get for the god?
What if you asked her how? Tell you what,
I'm just going to relay what he has given me out to her,
Okay.
and see what comes back.
Okay. So you cast the spell and you watch as in that sort of darkness, the familiar cat kind of pads out and sits just sort of out of your reach, her tail kind of swishing lightly. And she just kind of watches.
Letters, is there anything you wish of her? Anything that she may, any answers that she may grant you, or guidance or wisdom? You have an audience with her grace.
Yeah. Ma'am. Thank you for letting my friend stay with me for a while longer. I know you didn't have to do that, and I really appreciate it. I don't even want anything from you. You're doing everything you're doing is good. You're helping. You're in our corner. I don't know. Thank you. I love your work. You're the best god I know.
You hear back. Thank you, Letters, but I cannot take all of the praise. Your devotion to your friend was clear, not only to myself, but to the Dawn Father. His hand was present just as mine was.
Well, I've got to send him a card or something. Well, thank you very much. If you see him anytime soon, pass on a thank you from me. I'll see Kate when we're back in Wolfrine. But yeah, thank you. How are you?
You're welcome, Letters.
Okay.
Try not to ramble. It's all right. There are no expectations.
Good.
She kind of pads around. Is there anything else?
You
you'd
have
like to
one
say?
more.
Oh, I don't know. I'll just look. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. But I'm gonna like just extend my hand, like see if there's a little sniff, and if there's a little sniff, I'll go for a pet because it's a cat.
Oh my god.
Kind of walks up to your hand and sort of just gently brushes by it as she sort of fades away.
A little scritch. Okay, great. I think that was a big success.
Your first forays into any form of communication with a god are never smooth. I
Well,
remember my first prayers.
Well, I mean, I reckon I'll tell you what, hey, we got time. Not necessarily on stream, but I would love to like learn the go to, the Hail Mary equivalent for an Epithicat. Like, just in case you're not around and I need to be like, thanks for doing what you do. Because I don't want always to come to you,
I so want your whatever path, if any, that you choose to take with her grace to be your own. So yes, I will teach you. I will teach you any prayer ritual you wish to know. You do not have to be as rigorous as I am. That is, I pray 5 times a day. You do not need to know your diaphragm from the Jamit. Like, you don't need to know the difference.
What do you eat? Because babies get dropped on your doorstep. What do you teach them when they're like 5? I feel like that's the place we should start. There's got to be the baby prayer.
All right.
Okay, let's do the baby prayer.
It
We
is
don't
an
have-
It's
Oh,
an
we're doing it.
Inferno.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I won't role play it out, but like basically, I would spend the next like couple hours, or hour or 2 until we go to bed, like reteaching him Infernal, because he taught it to him once before, and I would
take him like over a couple hours.
I would teach him the start of like a very basic prayer, like the very
I can
basic. Like,
phonetically learn, you know.
Yeah,
Je
we would
m'appelle
start
there.
letters.
It's hard. You're having a hard time making it stick.
and
Oh
Nebby's
my
like
God.
secretly like swearing to herself after all of those hours she put in teaching you Infernal the first time.
Yeah, because I'm stoked about forgetting it.
You're getting it, but you're having a hard time making
Yeah.
it stick.
So I would do that. I would just teach him a simple prayer, like a prayer of graciousness or prayer of thanks.
Yeah, that's the one. Prayer, thanks.
That's what I do.
Okay.
And do that before, and then turn into bed at some point.
All right, so you all
Back to my bed.
go to bed.
I go to my room quietly and listen at the door first.
I think Yana has gone to bed at this point.
Has Yana gone to bed at this point? Jen?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Before she left though, which probably would have been like an hour ago, she would have just like stopped by the door and been like, clack.
Yeah. Hey, whoa.
I'm like, glad you're still here.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Yeah. What? Sorry, you were gonna say something?
Don't die again.
I'll try.
Me too.
Yeah, you don't go dying either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Tim.
Mhm.
Kokanee and Callie. We are doing drunk obstacle courses. Can I roll to see how well I did in that?
Absolutely. Make a
Okay.
dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're drunk. As you've
Yeah,
stated,
yeah,
you
yeah.
are drunk.
I am drunk, and if
I assume Kokanee, you are competing in this, so you also.
yeah,
have to
and
make-
Absolutely.
if he's competing against me, he doesn't get my save. But Kelly.
Yo, you heard the lady. Wait to watch you bail
Ooh.
on your air striders.
Dex?
Yeah.
Okay.
19.
19.
21.
Okay. Yeah, you've set up a pretty challenging course. You have Yanis and Cody are both there. There's moving obstacles. They set up the whole sort of basement training area. There's a number of kind of barrels and logs and like swinging logs. But you managed to do it. You like, there is at one point like a log is swinging towards you and you literally just push it back out of the way. Like it was going to hit you. You don't dodge out of the way. Kokanee, you kind of deftly move through the air on your air striders. You come so close to bailing. At one point, you like slip and you almost do the splits, but your air striders kind of kick on at the last minute and kind of save you as you're like, oh, meant to do that. And you manage to flip over the last barrel with quite a flourish and stick the landing.
I would like to
Easy.
imagine that we
Cody
keep
and
going
Yanis
through
bring
it.
you victory shots
Yeah. Yeah.
as you demanded.
So the
Mm.
rules here, right,
The rules.
are every time we finish a lap,
Yes.
do a shot.
Do a shot. Exactly.
And if we fall, Do a
Two
shot.
shots.
2 shots. 2 shots. Okay, I like it. I like it. Cody, Yanis, we're gonna need a little more liquor.
All right, I'm gonna line up a bunch more. I will have you make another dexterity saving throw, both at disadvantage, both of you. The DC is higher.
Oh, God.
Tim, Airstriders give me advantage on dex saves when they're involved.
Okay, I got this.
So it just cancels out. You just it's just a
Cancels
straight
out.
roll.
Oh wow. Okay.
21 again, baby.
22.
Okay, yeah. You again managed to. It is more difficult. You're pretty sweaty at this point. But you fucking crush it. You down another shot. Would you like to go again?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Make another dexterity saving throw, both of you, at disadvantage. And this one, Kokanee, will just be straight at disadvantage, even though you have the air strider.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. That's
I'm gonna
You
use,
forgot to lace them up
I'm
properly.
gonna use a luck point on this one, Tim. Okay. 19.
19.
Okay. You both get like halfway through the course and you're both feeling pretty confident.
Yeah.
And you get smoked in the chest by like the log, instead of shifting this way, swings right towards both of you and hits both of you. Kokanee, you're a little bit higher and it catches you right below right at the knee, and you just like do a full flip, slam hard into the ground.
God.
Callie, you get knocked way back, not really fully realizing how much this is going to hurt as you've taken off your armor. You just get flown back into the wall.
Yeah.
As you both kind of fall. Cody and Yanis come over to you, each with 2 shots. I will have you both make Constitution saving throws at disadvantage for me, please.
Oh shit. Can I give him back the bonus at this point?
You are too far away.
Sad.
Okay.
Tim, have you ever
Okay.
do you ever notice in D&D where you are fighting the bad guy and you roll like 10 times in a row, and then you're drinking and jumping an obstacle course and you roll 18 and 19 on disadvantage?
Yeah. This has been me. I got a 24. I rolled an
Okay.
18 and a 19.
Yeah.
It'll be a 27.
Okay, you both kind of have like a gross burp, but you feel fine. How much farther do you want to take this?
In
Do you want to try again? Do you want to try that lap again?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, both at disadvantage and your dexterity saving throws.
How much is your cleric gonna have to pick you up in the morning? That's
And
the
how does
question.
how does a
This is-
7 sound?
This is like an Olympic athlete, like messing around the night before their event.
100%. 100%.
18.
18. Okay. This time, Kokanee, you kind of shake it off and you run up to go, like, this time you're definitely gonna clear that log, but you misjudge the height of the ceiling and you smoke your head into the ceiling and you just fall face first onto the ground. It is like there's just like a horrible thud.
Oh,
Hit the ground. And Callie, you get over the log.
Yeah.
And as he kind of lands behind you, you laugh
Yeah,
as
I do.
you barrel, like you ram straight into the barrel and just cartwheel over top. And you also go down. And Cody and Yanis come over to both of you with 2 shots.
I'm gonna hold them against my bruised forehead for a second.
I'm gonna take them immediately.
All right. Constitution saving throws, both at disadvantage for me, please.
Yeah. Shut up.
I'll do both
Exercises
of them.
and shots sounds so unpleasant.
It's
Uh,
so unpleasant.
Both at disadvantage, so you'd like 2 disadvantage rolls on con?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
No,
not
no,
within
no.
10.
So
Okay.
one roll, but it's at disadvantage.
Okay.
Both are for
Okay.
One
both of
roll
you.
at disadvantage. I understand. Am I within 10 feet of Callie this time, or?
No, with the cartwheel, she is
Sure.
she is
I would-
more than 10 feet.
I would like to bring it back to what Matt just said about when you're fighting a boss, you can't make saves.
Mm, mhm.
And I would like to direct our attention to this.
That's like a first on stream history.
So wrong.
Oh my god.
It's so unfair.
See, only
When
one of us. So when
2020 has done us any good.
real. So when one of us dies in
Kokanee,
the
what was your save?
Shadowfell,
I'm gonna use my last
jeez.
luck point today. Tim, that'll be a natural 20.
You both, your eyes kind of shoot open, and as soon as the shots go down, you both puke and you feel great. You both successfully puke and rally.
No, that's
And
so bad for
rally.
you. That's so bad for you. Please don't
I think-
fucking rally.
Okay, I would like to. Here's my pitch.
no.
Because at this point,
Yeah.
Neffy and Letters would be done, and Neffy would come to find Kokanee. What I now imagine is Kokanee and Callie sitting on the floor after that just happening, going puke and rally, puke and rally.
You are both very drunk.
I would like wander up to the edge of the door and just lean at the edge of the door. This looks very fun.
Did you want to try it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'll show you, and I'm gonna go through it one more time.
Okay. This is just a dexterity saving throw. This is not a disadvantage because of your natural 20. Kokanee, are you going to as well?
I'll get up and start stumbling towards my wife.
That is going to be a 9.
You're like, I got
I
this.
did- I
And
did.
you watch as like Callie kind of looks over her shoulder and just head first, like clothesline, just like boom, like hard down into the ground. As Cody comes over with 2 shots over your face.
Oh, Cody, I don't.
Fair
think
enough, Cody. I'm gonna take them.
This will be a Constitution saving throw.
Neppy, those are the
At
rules. They have to.
disadvantage.
the rules, right?
At disadvantage.
Did you need lesser restoration?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Sure.
You sure you don't want to do 1 lap? It's we have made quite the course.
15.
Callie, you black out.
Okay, nice.
I'm not
That
wearing my
was-
armor right now.
She's lying down because of the alcohol, not the danger of the course. So you're probably fine.
There is a bit of blood coming out of her nose.
I'm gonna go over.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to subtly. I'm gonna try to
No, I'm not
subtly. I'm
I'm
gonna try to
not
subtly
unconscious.
healing words without Neppy noticing.
My
She's-
passive
she's-
insight is
she's fine.
20. There's
She's
no
fine. She's
Wait,
fine.
are you
doesn't work.
are you walking over to blacked out Callie?
Yeah, she's just asleep. You heal her.
Is
Yeah.
the healing word just
She's no. It's literally Neppy. She's fine. It's the. It's fine.
I mean, all right. Do you need help getting up the stairs? Are you okay?
I'm great.
We should probably take Callie to bed.
Yes, I can do that.
Can you?
Yep.
You're going to carry Callie.
I am going to
Wake
cast
me up.
Dimension Door, and I'm gonna push her
Oh
through
oh god! Oh god!
to her bedroom.
to her bedroom.
Am I just still passed out?
That seems
Okay.
Well done.
yes. Obstacle. We made the best obstacle course. I'm not sure if you've noticed it yet because
It's
of
wonderful,
Callie,
darling.
and but you should for sure try it. Rules are though, if you finish it, it's 1 shot. If you fall off, 2 shots.
Fine. 1 lap.
Oh,
And then
Tim,
we'll
can
go
I
to
please
bed.
make up? Tim, can I please make up? Tim, please. Can I make a check?
No, you're
Hearing
back in your
Neppy-
bed.
Neppy never participates
haven't
in
yet.
anything
Okay.
fun.
I said I'm going to. That's my
You're-
put.
Hearing Neppy, I think she's gonna do it. Please.
I'm gonna do 1 lap.
Okay.
Can I please be?
And I
awake for
look
this
I
one?
look at Kokanee and I go, High Priest, I will do 1 lap. And then we are going to bed.
Tim, can I please wake up for this?
No, you blacked out.
No, Tim.
You went too hard.
And I'm gonna look at him and I'm like, well, nobody said any rules about magic. So I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
All right. Make a dexterity saving throw for me. Just
Okay.
a straight dexterity
That's-
saving throw.
that's
You do
fair.
not gain Callie's +4.
Oh, and I don't even get that benefit to saving throws because that's an ability check. That's fine.
No.
That's
Ah.
fine.
I'm passed out. I don't get to see this happen.
16.
Okay, so you go through. And you're pretty confident you get over the
I'm
first.
also sober. I am so sober. Just had a
Mhm.
lovely religious experience with my friend. Like,
And it is a hard course that they made.
motherfuckers.
You get over the first wall. You watch, like, you kind of get distracted seeing Callie on the ground, and you duck, but you like your momentum carries you forward as you trip,
Oh,
as
fuck.
like a log kind of springs up out of the ground, and you fall face first into Callie on the ground.
I
Wait,
thought no
Callie's in her
Coconut pushed her
bedroom.
through.
I have not yet.
Not
I said that I
yet.
will.
I'm still
The
on the
plan
ground.
is that I
On the
am
ground.
going to do that to put her away.
So you
Great.
trip over her legs, and you fall right into her.
You hear Neppy utter like some.
Callie, you wake up.
You hear Neppy just like
Neppy.
there's just like the worst swear words in Infernal coming out of Neppy's mouth.
And you look up Neppy, and you see Yanis is there holding 2 shots.
They great.
I heard swearing. Is everything okay?
Oh, we're doing an obstacle course. Letters.
No,
Doing
no,
an
all of
obstacle
you,
course.
all of you.
1 second. Let me get Yana. This is great.
We
I
have
don't want
to-
to be here for this.
Oh, grab
But
class as well.
Letters, what
I
God's
about
grabbed
grace.
Clack and
noise?
Yana.
We have
We're
to
doing an
leave
obstacle
in
course.
the morning.
Okay.
So
That
here's
seems like a poor use of our time, but what kind of obstacle course, really quick?
I take
Elaborate.
the 2
There's
shots.
a lot of logs and barrels.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Neppy, you were so close.
They
No,
probably
you
built
don't-
it too tall. Clack, we can do this.
Darling, when we got married, you promised you'd never lie to me. Don't start now. Please.
Never.
Don't
We're
We're
start
very
now.
close.
Nappy. Nappy.
Kelly. Kelly.
Nappy.
Kelly.
Tim, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
We're going to bed. We are
Dexterity
going
saving
to bed.
throw
I'm gonna
at
ground all of you.
disadvantage for me, please.
I still haven't done my after puke and rally.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you
nothing.
That is
haven't. So
true.
yeah,
Oh
it's just a
my
straight.
I
God.
cast fly on Kokanee.
That may not help him.
I don't think it will,
Okay,
but I
make
think
it
it will be
worse.
more funny.
Okay, so I'm super drunk.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, Kokanee, just real quick, make a perception check for me.
yeah,
please.
yeah, yeah. That's fair.
At
That'll-
disadvantage because
At
you are
disadvantage. First one was a 15. Second one is a 12 plus. Good thing I'm a perceptive boy. Plus 7.
Okay.
Plus 8. Plus
Okay.
8.
Okay.
So 20.
drunk. You're pretty sure your letters cast something on you. Like you're pretty sure. He did something and he waved his hands.
That's crazy. I'm obviously use my boots because they're the coolest thing that anybody owns.
God.
And I'm gonna I'll try to basically like jump, like over all of the
Mhm.
obstacles.
Yeah.
Not fully be something's been cast on me, but I don't know. So I don't know what you want me to roll for that.
Dexterity. It'll be a dexterity saving
dexterity
throw for me,
saving throw.
please.
What can I do to fuck with this process?
That'll be good.
No.
Callie,
of
am
my
I getting
stuff
your
is
save on this
helpful.
one now that you're up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
24.
24. Yeah, you get
Jesus.
through so well, and you fly. You realize by the end that you can fly. You're like, I can fly as you get near the end, and you sail through the end. And Cody is waiting there with a shot for you.
I will reach down to Cody with my shot.
Okay.
My boots can make me fly now.
No. No.
They've ascended.
No.
Flying.
They're the next
Flying
level.
boots.
It's fine. He's not going
They
to
are
remember this in the morning.
awakened.
That's
anyway.
crazy. I've always wanted to
Flying
fly.
boots.
We need to go to bed. We all need to go to bed. I did one round. I planted firmly on my face. We should go to bed. You two.
Always wanted to try something.
Yes.
Hey, Cody, can I get a shot?
And he kind of pops up in front of you with a
I
shot.
want to cast enlarge on the shot. Does the
Yeah.
glass get bigger or does everything get bigger?
Because I'm a cool DM, everything.
Yeah.
Cool
He
DM.
watches the glass grows and it just fills up with more alcohol.
Cody, did you do that? Is that it? Did you add the? Oh, all right. I give it to Callie. For you, the
Thank you
princess.
so much, guys. I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah, we've got work tomorrow. I'm not
Constitution saving
drinking.
throw. At disadvantage for me, please.
Yeah.
It's like a
Oh.
quadruple shot.
This is
Yeah. When
very
I go to
IPC.
drink, I like to drink with
Both of you are
Callie.
getting lesser restoration
Callie,
after
it's
this,
my
and
name.
nobody's arguing with
And
me.
when I drink with Callie, she
See, dancing.
finishes. That's gonna be a 21. Wait.
He watches. She finishes the shot, and her eyes roll back in her head, and she falls down.
Yeah.
She blacks out again.
We might go into poisoning territory at this point. I know you all have very high alcohol tolerances, but in the morning we have to be quiet. I'm gonna cast lesser restoration on both of them.
Is that touch? Because I'm flying around.
No, you're not. I had to drop concentration to make the shot
Callie's-
glass bigger.
And I flew
Callie's-
for a little bit, and then I fell hard.
Yeah.
Callie's out. I'm casting lesser restoration on her.
It is
So that-
touch. Callie,
she's-
do you-
She's
do you-
passed out,
Yeah, that's true.
and it
Can I have
doesn't
a
have
chance
to be.
wake up?
The person doesn't have to be willing. I can just cast them to
passed
remove
out.
poisoning.
Let me deke away,
Yeah.
Tim. Let me
No,
run away.
She removes the poisoning, but there's still going to be some lingering effects. It's not a cure-all.
Do I wake up then with a little bit of it?
Yeah, your eyes kind of flutter open a bit.
Yeah. please.
And where is my husband? Has he fallen somewhere in the
Oh, yeah,
corner?
he bailed
On his
hard.
face.
I'm on my face.
As she
know.
goes to try and touch him, I cast Reduce on
No.
Kokanee, so he's small and slippery.
No.
I'm so fast.
He looks like me.
Yeah, you're just our size.
So I'm just gonna like lean against the door frame and I'm just gonna wait there for the minute that reduce happens.
I'm gonna can I walk over to Neppy in this
I'm gonna
minute?
cast haste on Kokanee for fun, just so he's going
Yeah.
faster. Like it'll last the same amount of time as reduce, but it's
How
just
can you tell
looks
that
funny.
Blackwater's really nervous for
I was
the?
gonna say we're not gonna get to the Shadowfell tonight. I mean,
Shut up, Tim. We will. We will get to the Shadowfell.
I
We're
mean,
going.
Your
we're here,
husband's a
but I
5-year-old
don't think we're
now.
going anywhere.
We haven't even had a break yet, Tim. So
Yeah, I know. When has been a good time to take a break?
I'm gonna
I'm trying to get you guys to go to bed.
I'm
Tim
gonna
is all of our dads.
I'm gonna go to I'm imagining there's stairs on the way up. I don't know why
Yeah, the
there
stairs
is.
up. Yep. Yeah.
I mean, Tim, if you would let me do this, because this is all that Callie wants to do. Callie knows that haste just makes you freeze at the end of it, right?
No,
Yeah.
only if I
Is it
drop concentration.
Only if you drop it. So
Which
even
I
at the
do
end.
right before the end of the spell, so that he's stunned and Nepentha can take him to bed.
Deanna does me a solid, and I cast Lesser Restoration on Kokanee
On tiny
Lightkeeper.
Kokanee.
And I'm like,
Unless
Tiny Kokanee.
Callie, do you do something? Or no?
Oh, I was just gonna race him up the stairs and then, but wait
Oh.
until right before he would have frozen, and then go to race him up the stairs and then beat him.
Yes.
But no, she's gonna come around and say goodnight to everyone. Everyone gets a kiss.
Oh,
oh, lovely.
Yeah.
All right.
Kokanee Lightkeeper dimension doors directly into his own bed.
Okay.
Do you take me with you, or do I just walk up the stairs by myself?
I just went.
I just
I cast Teleport on Neppy into her own bed.
I would like to know,
Ugh.
Tim, just before we all go to sleep, when is Clack there? Clack is there, right?
Yeah, Clack was there. Yeah.
What's his reaction when Callie gives him a kiss? I just need to know. There you go.
Make an insight check at disadvantage because you're still drunk.
Still drunk.
My God.
Okay, that's not too bad. I think that's gonna be a 17, but I'm gonna check. Yeah, that is a 17. Yeah.
He looked confused and embarrassed and flattered.
Huh.
And then we all go to bed, Tim.
Yeah, we all go to bed.
Okay, you
Then
all
we
go to bed.
all go to bed.
In the morning, I need Kokanee.
The teleport is on target. I just had to clarify.
I need Kokanee and Callie to make Constitution saving throws for me, please. Just
Cool.
straight throw.
Just straight.
19.
23.
Okay, yeah. You both have a splitting headache, but you are not exhausted.
Did I get a long rest?
Yes, you did both get a
Yeah,
long
I got a
rest
long rest.
somehow.
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 Tim's a cool DM.
Cool DM.
We should probably take our break.
Tim,
hey?
I have a splitting headache.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Taking
Can
a
I?
long rest on D&D Beyond. I'm doing it right now before Tim takes it away from us.
I know I have it. Maybe I don't. I'm just gonna. I don't think I've ever tried this before, so we're gonna try. If I hold my forehead and I lay on hands my forehead, does it do anything?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You can lay on hands yourself. You feel rejuvenated. But there is still. It's more like an effect, less like an injury. So you could use cure. I think is what curing touch or healing
Cleansing touch?
Cleansing touch. So that's 5 points of your lay on hands.
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna
get
do
rid of your
cleansing.
headache. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna do cleansing touch then.
Yeah.
Wait,
She's too
a
powerful.
cleansing touch. I can use my cleansing touch
I think it uses up 5 points of your.
4 times per long rest.
Oh, nice. Great. So yeah, there you go. That ends a spell.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's not. It's the you can cure any disease. I think with 5 points of
Lay on hands.
you lay on hands.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. Gonna do that.
Okay. So you erase that. 5
Like
points.
it was never there.
All right. So you head out into the courtyard, and your guide is waiting for you there. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh. Jen, do we want to? Yeah.
Shout out to Sky McSparkle, the Initiative Order, and Madbird Streams. Thank you for the raids. And thank you,
Yeah.
new friends. We have some subs tonight, some gift subs out there tonight, some paying forward of gift subs. We love it. We love to
Nice.
see it. Thanks for watching us be anxious before we go into a new dangerous place.
This is how
That's
we
our
If we
thing.
process
ever
our
get
anxiety.
there.
Shush up, Tim. We're going to be back in a tight 10. We will take a
See
quick
you
break and then we
soon.
will be back. See you soon. Bye.
Easy.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey folks, Emma here. So, do you experience lore panic? You know, that deep, dark, sinking feeling that your DM or campaign notes are missing and disorganized? That you've forgotten an important plot point and it's going to send your life into a swirling void of angst and regret? Well, if you're like me, then you'll be happy to know that Blackwater is here to help. Yes, you, little lore keeper. We're really proud to announce our partnership with Silverwing Armory. Silverwing Armory is a Canadian company that specializes in gaming goodies, RPG resources, and nerdy necessities to help plan your campaign. My personal favorite are their campaign notebooks. Each of these beautifully designed books is handmade and crafted, showcasing original designs by the creator herself. There's enough that they'll match perfectly with wherever and whenever your game is set. They're also fully customizable, with different types of paper, dotted, lined, or graph, whatever works best for you. Finally, they're system agnostic, so no matter what game you run, from D&D to Call of Cthulhu, your lore is kept safe and organized however you like it. Head on over to their Instagram and website at Silverwing Armory and use our promo code Blackwater for 10% off at checkout. It supports this amazing Canadian business and helps support our stream and the story we keep telling week after week. So you get less of this and more of this. Silverwing Armory, for the lore keeper in all of us. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, hey guys, it's me, Adam, and I'm here to talk to you about the sponsor for tonight's episode, Legendcraft. Legendcraft is a Canadian woodworking company that makes D&D and tabletop gaming tables and accessories. They are a couple of passionate crafters that create items that will instantly become a highlight of any tabletop or RPG player's game night. An absolute favourite of mine is the Mountain King board gaming table. This table is bonkers cool, looking like it is straight out of a Dwarven King's Hall. It's really unlike anything I've ever seen. We feel really good about endorsing this Canadian business that brings so much passion into something we care so deeply about. So head over to their Instagram at legendcraft.ca to have a look at what they're making and let them know that Blackwater sent you. And if any of you fall in love with any of their amazing products, you can go to their website and use the promo code Blackwater for 5% off. It supports a Canadian business and also helps support our stream in this crazy D&D game we love. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, are we back? Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, we're back. I think
We're back. We're back. I really, we popped into the chat over the break, and I was like, yeah, you know how nervous we are, and C.S. Graham, bless you, friendo, the term battle giddy just came up, and I really like it because we are professionals at faffing about when we're getting ready to go on a big scary
We
journey.
like to have
So,
slumber parties.
we do drunken obstacle course slumber parties.
Well, it's because everyone was paired up, so I messaged Matt and I was like, "This is what I think Callie and Kogan do."
Of course.
100%.
Everyone was paired up, so I was like, "This is what we're doing, dude."
Take it
All
away,
right.
Timothy.
So your guide is waiting for you there. It is who did I say it was? Selgan. It's Selgan.
Great.
A shadow dancer, and you can see he's wearing more ornate leather armor that's reinforced with some metal as well. And you can see he wears a long black cloak kind of pulled up. The hood is down at the moment while he kind of gets ready, and you can see he's carrying a large spear at his side. So, you are all ready to go?
I would have come out unarmored.
Okay.
And Kelly, you're taking the armor. Please. Please. I will be fine.
We always stand back here anyway, Callie. You go up front.
I would pass her the armor that the quartermaster had given us.
Yeah. The quartermaster also comes out with your vest letters.
Thank you.
Of course. Safe travels.
You too. Thank you.
I would come out, Tim. I would be wearing none of my jewelry.
Okay.
Like, probably like the simplest clothing that I had.
Mm-hmm.
Probably just like pants, a top, like the cloak, like a jacket, a cloak, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Not my robes, no jewelry, no nothing. No armor.
Clack loads the cloak kind of over his backpack, so he looks very strange, but he is cloaked.
Tim, what did we say my AC was?
It's on whatever unarmored it, so I believe.
Okay, 13.
But I think it's
10 plus dex.
Plus dex.
And then I get my shield for +2, so 13. Okay.
What's my AC?
Leather armor, basic leathers is I think 11 plus dex.
11 plus
Maybe.
dex.
So just my dex modifier.
Yeah.
Plus your shield if you're carrying it.
Plus your shield, yeah.
Which is +2.
Yeah, 11 plus dex.
My AC is 14 when it's usually 22.
Mm-hmm.
We go from a
Mage
9.
armor.
We go from a 19 to a 13.
Mage armor.
Ooh.
Simba.
Mage armor.
What
over
number did I
these-
just say?
14.
14.
14.
Mage armor over these horrid gray clothes.
Tim, how
I
cool
am
do I look in
cloaked
leather
up.
armor?
It is pretty cool leather armor as far as leather armor goes. It's a little tight because the last person to wear it was of a somewhat more slender build, but it is somewhat adjustable with all the buckles. So you look pretty badass. And you've all got your cloaks. As Selgan kind of ushers you
I
over
opt
to the.
to wear the black Nepthisicate cloak that I got for the God's Brawl, because I don't really have a reason to kick that bad boy out.
Sounds good.
Can I put my armor in the bag holding?
Yes, of course. Mine will be in there as well. Yes, absolutely.
Unattuned to it, right?
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah, and I would have attuned Tim instead of my ring, my armor. I'm gonna attune to. The fuck am I gonna attune to? Attune to the Ring of the Multiverse for a change. Nope, that sounds dangerous. I don't want to do that yet. I'm gonna attune to my scythe.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, my sneaky death scythe.
Oh god, I had a question that I was gonna. Oh no. Yes. Sending stone. It doesn't make noise, does it?
Nope.
Okay. Callie's not gonna take that off. Sending stone is always on.
Okay. All right. So he kind of brings you over, and you watch as he kind of gets to the gate. He kind of pulls his hood up, and sort of indicates to all of you to do the same. And you watch as he opens the metal gate. It just silently opens as he takes you out, and you can see as far as you can see, it's dimly lit, but this area is pretty barren. You can see there are kind of bits of what look like maybe some kind of grass, like scrub grass here and there, but it's mostly just kind of dark dirt as far as you can see.
Once we get a little bit of ways, Tim, I'm gonna cast Planar Ally.
Okay. You want to do it out there?
Or before we do, did we want me to call upon the Planar Ally today? Or did we want to wait until we are without guide?
Let's wait till the forest.
The forest? All right, I will wait then.
All right. So Selgan kind of turns to you, and he waves his hand, and he casts Pass Without a Trace on all of you.
My guy.
Nice.
Wow. Oh, wow. First time in this entire campaign, I'm going to roll a stealth check without disadvantage.
Whoa.
Feels
I'll cast
good.
Guidance.
Yeah, guidance too.
As he kind of is like, I will have to do this several times over our journey. So if you see me waving my hand, that is what it is. But it will be silent.
Of course.
I've done our brain thing. That's part of the morning ritual.
Did you include him?
No, because we hadn't met him yet, but I'll do him next time.
I would suggest we travel as quickly as possible. That way we can maximize our distance. We should only have to rest in the wasteland for perhaps one night. Are you ready? Stay close. And he begins to kind of start jogging forward, fairly quietly. He isn't sprinting, but he is jogging lightly. As you all head out, I need you all to make a stealth checks for me.
With guidance for myself.
I got an 18.
Plus 10, right?
Yep, plus 10.
Oh, so I got a 28.
Same. 30.
Wow.
Got a 12, Tim.
You're right there with your boy Clag. He
That's
did
a
not
natty
roll well
one.
either.
It's a 37.
Oh my god.
Token, he's not even in this campaign anymore.
This is how I get kicked out.
What was yours, Yana? I missed
Oh,
it.
the same as Callie's, 28.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you travel for quite a ways. You are fairly quiet. Like just as you're kind of getting to, like, you've been jogging for probably about 3 hours at this point. You watch as letters kind of trips and bails on the ground, and Clack kind of falls into him, and you hear just like a big oof kind of escape his lips really quickly. It kind of covers up as Selgin kind of holds his hand up to all stop. Kind of looks around. It's okay. We're okay. Are you all right? Let's keep going. I'll have everyone make another stealth check for me, please.
Is this with Pass Without a Trace?
Yeah, he's cast it again.
Guidance. Sean. Lennon. No.
Oh wait, I can add my modifier.
Oh, I rolled the same thing again.
Fuck math. Come on.
It was
Put
a
two numbers
27.
together. Oh. 5 plus 6.
11.
11.
30. 30 again.
32.
Did you add the plus 10,
13.
Len?
Yeah.
21.
21.
13. I rolled a 2 this time.
Okay. Clack rolled better. As you kind of get to the end of the day, you jog for another like 4 hours, and you're all, starting to feel it. Your muscles are getting pretty tired at this point, as you've been running all day quietly, nervous, tense. As Selgin kind of holds up his hand, you kind of all come to a stop, and Letters, you can't help but your lungs are burning a bit, and you start to cough as you try to stifle your coughs. And he kind of he looks at you again, like, please. As you try to hold in a cough. He kind of looks around. We should find somewhere to set up camp for the night.
Then I point to Yana.
Ah, that is most excellent.
Full. There's
Very
a room for
helpful.
you.
Thank you very much. Let's get inside. And you head in. As he kind of pulls down his cloak. You can see his now in kind of the brighter light of the mansion. You can see he kind of has to squint his eyes a little bit, but you see his kind of lightish gray skin. And you can see he has tattoos that line kind of like the sides of his temples and go down the back of his neck. And he is also bald, and wearing kind of similar armor to you, Callie, and the sort of banded leather armor. I suggest you all take a good rest. I will see you in the morning.
Thank you. Thank you for your guidance today and your assistance.
Of course. And he heads down.
As soon as he's gone, Letters coughs so loud.
The dampness is getting to you a little bit. The kind of cold dampness is not something that you're used to, coming from where you come from.
This is dry or dusty. I don't care for it.
Almost the opposite.
Yeah, I
Right.
guess we tuck in for the night.
All right. You come to the next day, and you head out. Once again, kind of in this barren landscape.
This time for the first hour, he's in the brain.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Are you ready?
Mage armor, and I do the thing too. Callie.
So he once again casts Pass Without a Trace. And you all...
And Letters can have guidance.
Thank you.
It's probably the better choice. As
Clack.
fun as getting the highest number I can find is fun.
Clack
This
can
probably
have
seems safer.
guidance also.
All right.
So I'm
All
not
right.
rolling
And you
at
begin to
disadvantage.
jog. I'll have everyone make a stealth check for the first half of the day.
25.
Oh, yeah. Clack was really high, too. Clack got 30.
A
20.
17.
Okay. 20. Okay.
15 plus 1, 16 plus 10, 26.
What was yours, Kokanee?
3.
Nice. So yeah, you're much more used to it at this point. The kind of light jogging, kind of moving very quickly. There isn't anywhere to hide in this part of the Shadowfell. It is all just open terrain. So you're relying really on kind of moving as quickly and as silently as you can. But the robes offer you great kind of camouflage, as they're like the color of the robes. Aside from yours, letters is a little bit different, but it almost perfectly matches the color of the ground.
Do
So
we
as you-
see anything like creatures or anything around, or is it like just empty, open, nothing?
At the moment, it's empty, open, nothing.
Okay.
It is a little disconcerting. It is very, very quiet here.
Like Manta quiet, like when we got to Manta
Not
quiet?
quite as quiet, but similar. It's definitely got a similar kind of vibe. There is, you can hear some, like you can hear the movement of the wind. There is a wind that kind of comes through. But unlike the material plane, there are no, at the moment, there's no birds, there's no insects, none of that. So that kind of natural soundscape just doesn't exist here, at least where you are. But the first half of the day goes very smoothly. And again, kind of midday, I'll have you all cast, or another stealth check for me, please.
Guidance on letters.
Guidance on Clack again.
That's good. He's gonna need it.
19.
Keisha, if you're watching this, thank you. My dice are treating me very well this evening. It's going to be the same, 26.
Was yours, Callie?
23.
23. Kokone?
23.
Nice. And Yana's, yours was 28? You said?
9.
29. So yeah, so it goes pretty well. You notice by the end of the day, Clack is like wheezing a little bit, and he's trying to hold it in. He's like, he's looking pretty tired. The the backpack on his back. So as you kind of come to the end,
So unnecessary.
That's his job.
Oh God.
but
We
as
all have a
you-
job in the party. He carries my stuff.
As you come to the
I have
end
a
of
bag.
this leg, you start to see the edges of a forest start to appear. You can see the trees are fairly spread apart, and you can see they all look fairly tall, more like kind of hemlock trees, quite imposing. And you just really only notice the top of them against where they sort of hit the light gray sky, which is quickly darkening at this point. You kind of see their outlines just on probably about 2 hours ahead of you. And Selgin kind of looks around. Would you like to push through to the tree line tonight, or would you like to make for it in the morning?
Do we want to tackle that forest at night?
I had an idea. For the first, at least 20 minutes of that travel, I can fly us all pretty far in terms of leaving no tracks. Although our guide here, you could probably give us a pass without a trace one more time for that first hour, right?
Yes, I can.
I feel like if we're wanting to be undiscovered, moving at nightfall probably is in our best interest, right?
Most things here can see in the dark.
Beans. All right, then we'll
Uh,
tackle it during the day.
The only thing to consider with that is that if we get to the edge of the woods, we will have more light hours tomorrow without our guide. Because
going
if
back.
he's going back when we get to the woods, right? And so if we use the first 3 hours of the morning getting there, then it's already noon when we hit the forest, and we have less hours after in the woods without a guide. So if we get there now, we get more light hours before it gets dark.
Also
in the
gives
woods.
our guide more time without us. I'm sure you're fine, but I'd rather you have a full day.
I can move more quickly alone, so I should be all right.
So so what are we doing? Going forward, or are we staying put?
I like Kokane's plan.
I think going forward's a good idea.
All right.
Very well. Let's go. I need you all to make one last stealth check for today.
I will guidance letters before we
You're
leave.
the
And you
best.
do have pass without a trace still.
And
Awesome.
guidance on Clack.
29.
That's cocked.
31.
23.
21.
Wow. look at
14,
this.
Tim. I rolled a 2 and a 1 on the guidance.
All right. So you get to the edge of the tree line.
Oh,
No.
And you letters, you're feeling it by that time. Like that extra couple hours is really you again. That kind of wheeze starts to come in a little bit.
Minotaurs are natural sprinters, very dangerous over close distances.
But it seems to be all right. You hear just a bit more noise. You can hear the kind of creaking of the trees as you come up to the tree line. As Selgan is, are we resting in the mansion once again? Is it all right if I spend the night with you all?
Yes, and if you could pass
course.
us without a trace
Absolutely.
for the first morning, that'd be great.
Absolutely. Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you all head in for the night, and you take your long rest. And the morning comes, and Selgan
Your
kind
long
of sets you
rest.
up with a pass without a trace, and then kind of looks at you all. Good luck in your journey.
Thank you
Thanks.
very much.
And
Please
what
have
does
a safe trip back.
Thank you. Kind of turns, and he starts sprinting. He takes off, silently sprinting back towards the monastery.
All right, well, I mean, if we're going to make that call, I guess now's the time to do it.
Before we get in that forest. All right.
I am going to kneel down.
Just before we do this, in terms of our priority, I think, and I am only speaking for myself, I think something that can help us be stealthy is more important than something keeping our eyes open, because some of you are pretty good with your eyes.
Right.
I'm so loud.
I will. Yeah. So I'd go down on my knees, and I would extend myself out. It will take me 10 minutes to make the call. So I am going to call out to, not loudly, but put the call out for aid from Nephthisiket, asking for something that will help us travel as quiet as possible, leaving as little trace as possible.
Okay.
And something, yeah.
So as you cast the spell, you watch the shadow that is cast, the sort of large shadow that is cast by the tree in front of you. You watch kind of morphs as a very large black panther steps out from behind and kind of stalks over to you. You can see it's
You would see Neppy just fall immediately flat down into a prostration of
kind of golden yellow eyes. You all recognize this panther. Looks very familiar. I'll have you all make history checks for me.
History.
Neppy knows who this is.
You know who it is.
Yeah.
12.
19.
Got a 22 on that. I'm just double check history. Nope, just a 17.
17.
Solid 8.
So Kokanee and Yanni, you're trying to put your finger on it. It does look familiar. But Callie
cat.
and Letters, you both remember seeing this panther when you were in the Tomb of the Raven Queen, in the room of Pelor, the cat that leapt, kind of came out of Nephthisiget's robe and then turned into a large panther and attacked one of the Titans. This looks very similar to that very same panther. And you hear it all in your heads. What summons me here?
That is I, Masharatep. I am honored by your presence.
What is it you need?
We seek a travel companion who will assist us in staying quiet, leaving as little trace as possible.
For how long would you require my services?
Like a week, ideally, maybe 2 days. 2 days minimum. Maybe a week.
We seek to travel to the Gloomspire. Ashratep.
I do not know that I can accompany you all the way there.
As much of your time as you would be willing to grace us with.
There is a cost.
Please name it.
I will require some of your vitality to exist on this plane.
How much?
Some, and it will be returned to you upon my departure. But beyond 2 days, you could feel permanent effects.
That's fine.
So mechanically,
Okay.
you will lose 10 hit points that will be
Okay.
taken off. Your total will drop 10 hit points
Okay.
For every day that he remains with you.
Okay.
After 2 days, they'll stack essentially. Like each 10 hit points will stack.
So on the first day it's 10. On the
10.
second day he takes 20.
20. So it's 10 each day. But beyond 2 days, when you get your hit points back, you will permanently lose 1 hit point for each day beyond 2 days.
That's fine.
Okay.
I would pay this cost gladly. Your Grace.
Very well. I will accompany you as far as I can.
Thank you. Your guidance is most well received, and if we will do everything to make this part of the journey comfortable for you.
I shall be fine.
Thank you.
Shall we?
Yes.
All right. So while Bast is with you,
Oh my
you will gain advantage on stealth checks.
Oh, we love this guy.
So he's known as Bast,
Bast.
but his epithet is the Mashratep, which means the shadow of grace.
Shadow of Grace. Right
I've
on.
already sent you the stat block.
Thank you.
You may now open it.
Ooh.
So if I got this right, we got 45 minutes of Pass That a Trace with advantage. Always so quiet.
You can roll your stealth checks. I also want one of you to roll a d12 for me, please.
I will guidance letters.
Oh, I
Who would
love
like
that.
to roll the first d12?
I love rolling D12s. I'll do it.
Okay. I will roll. I'm going to
10.
guidance to Clack
'Kay.
For the stealth check.
We're doing the stealth check.
It's advantage.
Add advantage.
And we still have Pass Without a Trace.
45 minutes.
From Selgin.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
32.
Okay.
27.
21.
19.
I rolled a 4 and a 5.
19.
37.
All right.
And so my hit points are now 23? Or like what, 10 less? Like
10
123?
less than your total, yeah.
Okay, got it. And I will change that permanently as my max.
For now, yeah, until he goes back, and then you will get those back. But again, beyond 10 days, then you will lose like a permanent loss of a single hit point per day after that, if that makes sense.
That is absolutely fine.
Beyond 10 days?
Beyond
2
2
days.
days.
Okay.
So the first 2, it's just you'll lose 10 hit points for each of those days. And then again, it stacks. So 3 days, it'll be 30 hit points, 40, 50, et cetera, et cetera.
That's fine.
All right. So you are quite well hidden as you silently move through the trees. You notice how some clusters of trees are closer together, some are more spread apart, but you pick your way through with Bast kind of guiding you through the trees as you all move silently through this kind of eerie wood. You see off to the right-hand side as you are just a little off of the path that you're currently on. You can see probably about 80 feet ahead of you as it kind of comes into view. You can see there are what appears to be maybe 4, maybe 5 skeletons kneeling before what looks like a throne. So who's ever leading, they can make a perception check.
I'd
One
probably
of you.
I'd probably keep my eyes up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And it being the start of the day, part of the ritual is that we all have brain talking for this
Mhm.
first
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah. And
I'm
Bast, you notice,
so-
has telepathy. It can speak to you in your heads.
Yes. Oh,
cool.
great. Okay, so that will be math plus 10. That's going to be a 23.
Okay, so you can see they are kneeling before a throne of what looks like it looks like a wooden throne. It looks kind of, the top is sort of gnarled out, these sort of curled, almost like horn-like protrusions. And you can see sitting on the throne there is a crown, and you can see that it's like, it looks metallic, probably silver. And you do notice a little bit of color kind of studded in the band, kind of maybe aquamarine. It's hard to totally tell at this distance, but you can see there is like some kind of bluey green. And you can see the centerpiece is kind of 2 stag horns that rise up.
We're doing the thing where if we're talking in our heads, we do this again. Do we just wish to walk around it?
I don't think we engage with anything in the Shadowfell. Our job's to get the Doomspire. Nothing else matters.
That's
I
fine with
agree
me.
with that.
Yeah.
We skirt around it.
Skirt.
Skirt, skirt.
Skirt, skirt.
As you kind of skirt around it, you hear kind of laughing
Oh.
Gross.
echoing through the forest,
Hate that.
and kind of like a clacking sound.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, my man.
Oh god.
Not the clacking we like. Not the clacking we asked for.
Clacking you want. It's in the other button. Yeah, you hear kind of a laughing. Anything you'd like to do?
Hell no.
Just try and skirt around it and try and keep going.
Okay. You move past. Pass Without a Trace is finished. As you kind of push ahead, I'll have you make another group stealth check, and someone else can roll a d12 for me.
Who rolled the first one, Sean?
Can I roll the
I
d12?
did.
Go for it.
Go for it, Cal.
No longer with Pass Without a Trace, right?
No longer with Pass Without a Trace.
Rolled a natural 1.
Twice?
It's with advantage.
Oh, we got advantage? Oh, wow. Oh, okay, never mind. It's
Yeah, that's it.
21.
What's the 12 again? I don't think
6.
I ever rolled
12?
Looks like a soccer ball.
Yeah, it looks like a soccer ball.
That's really fun.
It's
16.
the round one that's not a d20. I also got a 16.
I had a 14.
Without Pass Without a Trace?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I got a 13.
Okay.
And I got a 12.
12 on the dice?
12.
Okay.
Oh.
So you travel a bit farther, and you come upon a different tree. It almost looks like an oak tree, quite a bit larger, set in the middle of a number of hemlock trees. And you can see there are birds within the tree. As you sort of pass by quietly, you kind of notice they look like owls, and there's probably 8 of them that you can kind of pick out. And you watch as their eyes all kind of shift over to you as you're watching, like as you kind of look. They have seen you. And you watch their mouths open into like a wide grin
No.
like human-like teeth.
No.
Tim.
Birds with human teeth, Tim?
Please stop.
It's terrible.
Please stop.
Tim.
I don't like this.
Have you been talking to Adam?
That's what they are.
Oh gosh.
And you hear one of them just, ha, ha. And you hear all of them, just a chorus of these like owl calls, kind of like these almost raven-like, but like deeper. And it starts to sound like cackling that just like echoes. It sounds deafening with the sound. Like it's so loud.
Oh.
No. No.
Here, show us.
Show us a picture.
See if I can
It's just
find
like walking through certain areas of downtown. You just keep your head focused down. You just keep walking at a steady pace.
Any downtown. I feel like everyone knows that area of downtown. You just keep your head down. You keep walking.
No, it's not in this one. There's so many books. It is in that one.
I wonder if
Tim has 8 books arranged around him on the floor, and they all have.
Owls with teeth in them.
I'm gonna say there's at least
Oh, God.
6 tabs in each one.
So many tabs.
Owls with teeth.
Yeah.
I googled owls
what they
with
look
teeth and I
like.
got a real good picture.
Oh.
Closer to camera. Closer to camera.
Oh. No.
Oh,
It's like
no.
all. It's the worst character from Ocarina of Time mixed with the worst character from Majora's Mask. The fucking that owl who keeps talking at you, and then that big smiley moon.
Teeth. So
All right.
many
So you hear that like that just echoes throughout. And it is getting dark. It is near the end of the day. And you again, after the what would you like to do? Do you stick around? Do you leave?
You leave.
Yeah.
My vote is keep fucking going.
Yeah.
All right.
Slightly faster.
As you head out of that area and the calls kind of quiet down, you once again hear that laughter.
Oh. Tim, with that laughter,
Mhm.
if I listen to the laughter, do I recognize it at all?
No, it
No.
sounds mocking almost.
Rude.
It's rude. It's uncalled for. They don't know us.
Yeah. No, we're just trying to get to the gloom.
They're really
Center. They don't.
cool.
Maybe they do know us.
That's
And I
rude, then.
need you, Yana, to make a charisma saving throw for me, please.
Me? Is it against magic, perhaps?
Yes, it is magic.
Hold on. I think my charisma one might be more specific. Oh no, it's just against magic. Okay. Those are both bad rolls.
You know, I'm +4 though, right?
I have your +4.
You need to get me my
So that's
charisma.
a 14.
Okay. I need everyone to take their headphones off, please. Except for
Hell
Yana.
yeah.
Oh no, Tim.
So you feel yourself teleported back just behind the group. As you see yourself there with the rest of the group. And you look kind of odd as you hear kind of laughter echo out, and you watch as they all turn around. And you go to speak, and you just hear laughter coming out of your mouth. All right, everyone can. I will have everyone. You hear laughter right behind you as you turn around, and there, 40 feet away, you see this skeletal figure in a jester's costume turning its head and laughing. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Beans.
Barf. Do you want me to roll initiative for Bast?
Yeah, sure. Yep. Yeah.
He doesn't fight with us, right? That wasn't part of the deal. He's just a.
He can.
He can.
Oh, well, that's his call.
He has a stat block. It's quite good.
But it's up to you.
I'm not gonna have. I'm gonna have him.
You didn't negotiate it up front, but it's something that you can.
I'm not gonna have him fight this for now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna. He's. I'm assuming he's just gonna tuck off to the side and be the
Okay.
good celestial cat that
Kind
he
of
is.
tucks off with Clack.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. His job is to keep Clack safe. That's what it is.
All right.
Keep up always safe. I don't know what my voice did there, but
Oh God.
I'm trying so hard to read Jen's face. That's all I'm focusing on.
I plugged my ears.
Don't
I
look
didn't
at
hear
chat.
anything. No.
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 No, I mean
All
right
right.
now in this.
25 to 20.
I'm just saying, don't look at chat.
23.
Hey, Leonard's. All right. 20 to 15.
Oh, 15.
15. 15 to 10.
This.
10.
13.
You go before me, Kokanee.
Callie, and then Callie at 13, and then Kokanee.
One less than what my AC is.
Callie.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's everybody. All right. Letters, you are up first.
I don't know what this guy's about, but I don't like it. I'm going to stand next to Callie. And this guy's, 40 feet back from us?
Yeah.
Great. I'm going to cast Slow. Centered on him, it's a 40-foot cube. And him and anything else within that cube has to make a wisdom saving throw. 17 is the number to get.
Okay.
Has my AC ever been 13? I don't think it has.
No.
I think I've always been over 13. as
You're never
Callie.
not wearing armor.
I know. I think I've always been over 13. 14, I mean.
18.
Yep. Fuck. God damn it. Fuck that guy.
So that's a
17
save?
is the number. Yeah, he saves. Nothing affects him.
Okay. All right. It
Fuck.
is the okay. It is Yana's turn. Or actually, no. No, it's you watch as Yana points a hand and is going to cast. You watch a fireball streak out right at the creature. So that is a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yana, we're not supposed to use fire. Yana.
Okay, so it'll be half damage then. So that's 16 points of fire damage. All right, now it is Yana's turn.
Wait.
What can I do? Can I try and cast a spell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to cast. I'm gonna cast Resilient Sphere on Clack. If I can do that.
So yeah, so you watch. Yep, you watch as
Hold
the.
on.
Hmm?
He would have to be a willing creature.
Yeah, so it doesn't work.
He has to make a dexterity saving throw then.
That's only a 14.
He fails, so he gets put in a sphere.
So you watch as Clack is enveloped in this sphere. All right.
Sphere?
What does the sphere look like, Tim?
It looks
cast.
like how it normally looks when you cast it.
Okay.
All right.
Did it look like I cast it?
It looked like it came out of the scepter in your hand. You have this kind of jester-headed scepter.
Okay.
Callie, it is your turn. You just saw the creature cast resilience, a sphere on Clack.
Creature?
Yep.
In front of us? Behind us?
In front of us. Behind you, technically. Yeah. You've all turned around, though, so it's ahead of you now.
And it casts something on Clack?
Yeah.
And in the area where it's in, letters has cast slow?
Didn't take effect,
Didn't
though.
take.
Oh, it didn't take?
But if there's any birds in there, they're like...
Yeah, you want the owls or like...
Yeah, because I don't want to go in that sphere because I know I won't make this.
Oh no, the slow is just a one-time thing.
Yeah, it's a one-time thing.
Oh, is it just a one-time thing?
Yeah.
And it's 40 feet from us?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go up 30 feet then, and I'm gonna... So that's my movement, yeah, and I'm gonna throw the Javelin of Lightning then.
Okay. Yeah, make an attack.
$24.
Okay. 24. I believe that hits. Roll damage.
Team, nothing that sheds light. We're in the Shadowfell. Cool your fire and lightning.
Oh, right. 29 points of damage.
29 points of damage. Okay. All right. It is Kokanee's turn.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to shoot my gun in the Shadowfell. That seems like a poor move. So I'm going to cast... No, I'm gonna move up 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my action to move 30 feet.
Okay.
To get up to the spooky ooky skeleton.
All right, so you use your action to dash up there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then I've got a bonus action. I'll Shield of Faith Callie because she.
Okay.
Be squishy.
All right. It is Neppy's turn.
Tim, I'm just messaging you something.
Sure. Make a make an insight check.
Okay. It's gonna be a 25.
Okay. It does strike you as odd. Yeah. Something. It twigs something
Because I saw the creature cast that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But have you seen that spell cast before,
Yes.
other than Yana?
I've only seen Yana cast it.
So, would you know what it looks like normally?
I'd probably not.
So it does twig something, but it's up to you whether you think you would have the degree of certainty that you would need.
I'm gonna roll a D100 because I feel like that's
Sure.
probably the best way to do it.
Absolutely.
What kind of percentage did you want me to give myself?
It's up to you.
Okay.
69.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice. I'm going to just put it straight 50-50.
Okay.
Below 50,
Mhm.
I put it together.
Mhm.
Neppy puts it together. Above, I do not.
Okay.
And I will go on my actions based on that. Because that seems fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's cocked. If you want to come check it out.
I believe you.
You trust me? Okay, it's 37.
Nice. Okay.
Do we still have mind brain going?
Nah, that was only for the first hour of the day.
Am I standing next to the Yana?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. That's a 21.
That's a success, but it does take half damage. 1 as I cast Blight on it.
Jesus Christ.
So you cast Blight on Yana.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do I only have 7 d8s? How is that?
Do you want some?
Yeah, I do, please. I just need one. I just need one more. I just need one more. Okay. Oh.
Rainbow.
There's a lot of 8s in there. 8, 16, 24, 32, and 10 is 42.
42
Necrotic
points of
damage. Necrotic
damage?
halved.
Okay. You watch as you cast the spell. Doesn't seem to have any effect. The necrotic you watch just kind of flows into Yana. She seems all right.
Do I have time to say something during my turn? I guess not, because I used my time to.
You would have all seen Neppy turn and cast that on Yana, and Yana being seemingly unaffected.
I don't know if I have any more speech or anything, but I would turn immediately on and turn my face on Yana.
All right, we're back to the top of the order. Letters.
Oh man. So everyone went over to the Skelly, and it's just myself and Neppy right next to Yana here.
Mm-hmm.
Neppy, are you right next to Yana? Did you have to touch Yana to cast that thing?
No.
Are you 10 feet away from Yana? Or no,
Probably.
I can do it. I see this, and I see. Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stage whisper. Everybody chill. Something's up. Nobody. Next person who sends an attack, you're gonna get real confused. And I'm gonna ready to cast the confusion spell. I'm using my action to prepare the confusion spell. Just nobody attack anybody. Something's up here.
Okay.
But calm down.
What's the trigger for your spell?
If somebody does some shit.
Somebody does some shit. Okay, that's a pretty vague trigger.
Anyone does anything fucking aggressive, they get a confusion.
Okay. All right.
They get-
you watch as
they be
Yana,
sus?
Yana kind of turns to you, Neppy, and smiles, and you hear this as this laugh kind of like pours out of her, and you hear it kind of echoes in all of your head, and there is like you hear something echo with this deep kind of rumble of laughter in your heads, all of you. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Yeah, that's good enough. It can make a wisdom saving throw back.
What happens with me with wisdom saving throws? Is there something, Sean?
No, I don't think.
Oh
so.
no, you're
Sorry.
just immune to psychic damage and you can't be
Okay.
charmed.
That's a 22 for the wisdom save.
I fucking hate this guy, this thing. It sucks and I don't care for it, Tim. I'll be real with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a saber suck.
Tim, I got a 13.
18 as I'm beside Callie.
I'm assuming not near Callie, because I'm over back near Yana, so that's going to be a 22.
17, Tim.
Yana, this will be for you too.
Sorry, what save was it?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Sorry. Too busy being stressed for some reason. That's a 16.
Okay. So you watch as the creature falls down in a fit of laughter and begins convulsing and laughing. And you watch Callie also fall down and begin to laugh. And you watch like as this pained laughter starts emanating from them. And you both fall prone.
Does that drop my concentration?
Yeah, make a concentration check for me.
Okay. What do I have to beat?
It'll be its spells DC for this one.
18?
Yep. So yeah,
Cool.
you managed to kind of barely hang on. All right, that's its turn. It is over to Yana. It is your turn. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
I hate the Shadowfell.
This creature is a doozy, by the way.
You've found our favorite creature, but in Shadowfell form, haven't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Shadow
20
Nilbog.
Yeah, it's a 22.
22. Okay. And you don't get Callie's bonus.
Nope.
Because
That's without her bonus.
Cool. So yeah, you can feel like it is painful to laugh, but you continue to laugh. And it's going to laugh. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're still laughing.
That's my whole turn then.
That's your whole turn.
Gotcha.
Callie, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Constitution. Okay. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna re-roll that. That's gonna be a 15.
You watch as Callie laughs and her body convulses and she falls unconscious.
The fuck?
It is Kokanee's turn.
Yeah, okay, so we've hit this part of the day. So
Ow, it does hurt to laugh though right
so
now.
the cat's a little out of the bag on this one, I think, Tim. I feel pretty comfortable knowing that that's not Yana anymore.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Silence centered on myself.
Okay.
Action Surge and shoot this thing 3 times. 23.
Nice. That hits. Yep.
18.
That hits.
And a 21.
That hits as well.
It's radiant, cold, and piercing. Do I need to separate any of that out?
Separate the cold damage.
Understood. We'll say it's 3 cold on the first one.
Okay.
And then... Oh, that's too many attacks. Knock the last one off. I only hit twice. I can't shoot that many times. Sorry. I already cast a spell.
Yeah.
So only 2 hits. So it's the cold damage I already said, and then 18 points of piercing and radiant damage. Second one is 12 cold.
Ooh.
Some nice rolls.
That's some good rolls.
And 21 points of radiant and piercing. And that is my turn.
Shoot cat hair up my nose.
So you watch as it shoots Yana, as Kokanee turns around and shoots Yana twice.
Silently though.
Silently. It is Neppy's turn.
Okay. Is Kokanee, am I encased in that silence?
I would have moved 40 feet away from you.
So no.
So no.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All of my spells do necrotic damage, or radiant, which seems too bright. We have let off a fireball at this point, and I am
lightning.
And lightning.
Yeah, I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound.
In for a penny, in for a pound at this point. Okay.
Give her.
Okay. We are gonna do. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna shoot a guiding bolt at it.
Okay.
We're gonna do a casual 3rd level guiding bolt. That's a ranged spell attack. Okay. That's gonna be a 24 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Okay, great. So that is going to be 66 radiant damage, and the next attack against it has advantage. And that's on the thing that looks like Yana, that we now know is the creature.
Can I
Okay.
steal your guys' ears for a second?
Yeah. I love it. 6.
That's really nice.
12. 14 and 16. I rolled low. 16 points of damage, radiant damage.
Right.
Does it look like the radiant has any effect on it?
Yep.
On Yana?
Yep.
Okay. Good.
Yep. And you see she's kind of glowing.
Yeah. Next attack on it has advantage.
Okay. All right. Letters. You're up.
It does seem like this is going a kind of way. I'm gonna summon a big fist and punch Yana in the head.
That's good.
That's what I'm gonna do. That advantage because it's a big it's glowing so much. It's gonna be a 24 to hit.
24 to hit. That hits.
That hits the bad Yana. Bad Yana. There's that DA.
Badiana.
Badana, as I like to call it.
Badiana.
Madonna?
14. 24, Tim. Punch.
24. Yeah.
Yeah.
24 points of punch damage.
Yeah. Just
Punch.
raw
Say,
punch damage.
raw
You know what?
punch.
I'm gonna flex my brain a little on this one. Let's make that a 33.
Okay.
Whoa.
And I'm gonna back up to hang out in Kokanee's silent bubble.
All right. That is.
Did I hear the laughter in my head or in my
You
ears?
did, yeah. You heard it in your ears at first, and then it was in your head.
Okay, yeah, we'll hang out in that silent bubble. Next
Okay,
to
okay.
Laughing Callie.
Not laughing anymore.
Oh, I'm unconscious. I'm not laughing anymore.
Oh, woof. Is she
Yeah.
breathing?
No, she's unconscious.
Well, I'm
I mean,
unconscious a lot.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
unconscious
breathing,
fucking
but
8
she's
hours a
unconscious.
day, but
she's
I
at
still
0
breathe
hit
through it.
points.
Yeah,
Oh
She's
no.
at 0. Yeah, she's at 0.
Oh,
Well, that kind of unconscious. Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
you're
cool,
at 0
cool,
hit
cool,
points.
cool,
should I put myself at 0 hit points?
Yep.
Yep. Cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Whoops. Sorry.
I was just in a sleep kind of unconscious, you know.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right.
Chill.
It is going to.
Ben,
Yeah.
sorry, I passed my turn then. Should I have made a death save?
No, because you went to 0 on your turn. That's when it happened. 'Cause you failed that save. So you dropped to 0 there.
I
Shoot.
see. I see. Ick.
Yeah. Okay. Kokanee, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay.
As you watch Yana kind of like brings her hand back and shoots forward, similar to negative energy flood. Similar kind of energy shoots out of her hand, but it's slightly different. As her hand kind of comes forward and points her finger.
Counter spell!
You
Oh,
are in
you're
the cone
in
of
the
silence.
silence.
Somatic, baby!
Oh,
Is it
No
only
verbal
some-
component. I just checked.
Really?
Yeah, somatic components, baby.
Yeah.
I always thought counterspell was literally just
Oh, yeah, 'cause
someone
you have to
yelling.
be able to see. No, you have to be able to see.
Oh,
You have
Shit.
to see it.
No, you didn't.
No.
I do need you to make a check to see if it goes off.
Well, well, am I casting it at 3rd level, Tim? That's the question you're asking.
Used- Yeah, or what level are you
Well,
casting it at?
well, that's a good question. Do I recognize the spell? Is it one of Yana's?
No, I don't believe so. I don't think that Yana's ever cast this spell.
Then I'll roll the dice.
I like to imagine that a nonverbal counterspell is just
16.
Ooh, not enough.
Oh,
7th level
no.
spell.
oh no.
Oh no.
17 was the number to beat.
Oh,
That's so bad.
Mm.
I tried.
Tim, I'm
7th level?
going to use a
guys.
luck point.
Oh.
for this.
Oh.
Oh, I might have this spell though.
Oh, I think I know what this spell is.
Oh.
Oh no.
Callie unconscious means I do not get her save. That will be a 21.
We learned
That's
that
good.
when we were
That
drunk.
does save.
Okay.
So you'll
Thank
take
God.
half damage.
Okay. Thank that plus 9 con save.
Yeah.
Oh.
Holy. Thank that fighter start that you got.
And luck and
Arathis and everything else.
Guys, I've been unconscious so much lately.
So it's
so fun.
63 points of necrotic damage all up. So you'll
Yeah.
take 31.
Oh,
One.
31, yeah.
fuck,
Okay.
I thought that was the reduced damage.
Me too.
that's okay.
It's the spell I'm thinking. It could have been so much worse.
Nobody like punched my heart out of my body, so we're okay, I think.
All right. It is Yana. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw for me, please.
19.
19. So yeah, you kind of painfully laugh, but you manage to stop laughing by the end of this turn. The
Oh,
laughter
thank
stops.
God. Okay.
But that is your turn.
Yep.
Okay. Callie, I need you to make a death save for me at disadvantage.
Pardon?
It's at disadvantage because of this creature.
Why does this keep happening to me? I rolled a 19 and a 1.
So natural 1. So that's 2 fails.
Rolls 2 natural 20s on getting through a drunk obstacle course, but 2 sessions in a row now rolls the one on a death save.
All right. Kokanee, you're up. As
I
you
am-
silently watched blood just kind of pour out of Callie's mouth.
like my plan, Tim, is to attack this creature. Would I see anything that would tell me that if I do not act right this second, Callie will die? Because if not, I'm going to continue attacking.
I don't know that you can make a medicine check if you want.
She is unconscious and blood is pouring out of her mouth.
Yeah.
But I also say do what you're gonna do.
I think I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Sure.
Because I don't know that that's happening, and I figure I've got a couple rounds. 25 and a 16 that I will channel divinity to a 26.
Okay.
2 cold. 18 radiant and piercing.
Okay.
And then the second one is 5 cold and 11 radiant and piercing.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Sounds good. Neppy, you're up.
How far am I away from Callie?
You are. She would have run 30 feet, right? You didn't use your dash to get all the way there, so yeah, she's 30 feet ahead of you.
Okay, and I'm not in melee with the creature because I cast a guiding bolt, which is a ranged spell.
I think Callie
Is she behind me?
is in the silence bubble.
I am
Just
in
Yeah, she is in the silence
whatever
bubble.
you're gonna do, just be aware of that. The silence bubble.
Okay, then that is very good. Yep. Then we're
The
gonna
Buble of silence.
we're gonna
Michael Bublé's brother, who can't sing very well. He's tone
He's an incredibly talented mime.
we are going to do. So I've cast a 4th level blight. I've done a guiding bolt. I have done planar ally today. Have I used a 5th level spell today? I don't know why I knocked that off because I knocked that off instead of mistake. Okay, we're gonna put a 5th level life transference into Callie.
Okay.
I don't like the way you said that
Me either.
because it's necromancy. That's the only thing I can do to bring her up from this far. But I can't do that based on your intonation, Tim. So I'm gonna.
No, roll the heal. How much it would heal?
Oh no.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. That's how many? 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's gonna be 6, I think. I rolled low-ish. 10. That's 19. 21. It's going to be 42.
Okay. So you take the damage.
Yep.
And you watch as the healing magic kind of starts to pour out of you. You hear, and you watch as it turns, as it escapes your hand. The energy turns dark black as it seeps into Callie. And you watch her whole body convulse as she takes that as damage. And Callie dies as she fails her last saving throw. Letters back at the top of the order.
Well, I'm gonna hit this guy in the head with my big hand. It's a 17 plus a lot. It's like a 26. We're just gonna assume that does the damage. That's gonna be 17 points of punching damage. And I don't care for this gentleman. Oh boy.
17, you said?
It's 17 points of damage, but that's my bonus action.
That will do it. That does
Oh,
it.
fuck.
How do you want to do it?
To kill Yana, I just punch her in the head really hard. Like, it's nothing fancy. Like, it's honestly, it's more of a jab than anything. It's like a setting up, and I'm like running over to headbutt her with a booming blade. But like before I get there, I guess she drops.
Yeah, you hear a crunch. And as the hand comes up, you see the body of the jester beneath the hand, kind of contorted and smashed, the bones.
I
all
run to
over.
Callie.
Drop silence and revivify right away.
Okay. As you jam the diamonds in Callie's mouth. As you come back.
You all right? You here?
Someone needs to call Kamea right away.
Yeah, I've got you.
Where's Yana? Where's Yana? Is Yana okay?
Oh yeah, am I still a skeleton?
No, you are back to your form.
Okay.
The illusion is dropped.
I'm up with what? How much?
1 hit point.
1 hit point.
Yeah, I would have ran over to Callie.
Yeah, the candle's gonna have gone out.
I'm already casting Sending to Kamea. She's all right. We got her. That's it.
Get back. Thank you.
Team, we made a lot of noise. We can't stay here.
You have to go.
Callie, can you move?
Gonna help pull Callie up to her feet.
She can. I'm gonna use heal. Callie's gonna get 70 hit points in her. Sorry, 80. 80. Neppy just looks shell-shocked. Like, Neppy looks like...
That is your travel for the day. It is getting... It's essentially night time now. What would you like to do?
Like, it's getting night immediately as this fight ends.
We don't have the mansion. Or did we? Do we have the mansion? Did it use your spell slots?
It's my spell slots?
No, you have your spell slots.
Blessings.
Good. I would have still had it. Yeah, mansion.
Right. So as you set up the mansion, you kind of take one last look around and you all head inside. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Jeez. What the heck is that thing, Tim?
It's one of the craziest creatures. It's called a Grim Jester. It's in the Tome of Beasts. It
Ugh.
is a doozy.
I don't care for it.
Yeah, that first ability, it can swap places with somebody, and it's the illusion swaps the voice and the look.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, let's remember to never get Tim any more Kobold press books ever. He's not allowed.
Yeah, it's got a pretty terrible combo because it's like, and then there's the nihilistic joke, which is the like it can make if you fall into a fit of laughter, if you fail your con save, you drop to 0 hit points, and then it has a reaction that it can use. You all have to recharge them, like they're basically one-time use, but the reaction is that it can turn healing into damage.
Oh.
Gosh.
Woof. So we're gonna go raid in a second. But thank you everyone so much for sticking around with us and hanging out. We love having you at your table. If you're new with us tonight, welcome. Please come join us in our Discord. We are so happy to have you join us and play with us and just be present in all of this kind of stuff. Please come hang out with us on Monday. We will be debriefing this session and finishing the last little bit of the Feywild arc, and then come hang out with us next Wednesday as we do Behind the Screen with
the GM Tim. He's on Instagram, so you can find him. And Len, who are we gonna raid?
We're gonna go raid Jen is online, who is our friend who
Yes.
streams. She's doing her celebration for hitting 2,000 followers. She's doing a subathon. She started at 9 o'clock our time this morning. She's like hit up to 20 hours, but right now the clock is going down, so every sub it goes up. She's at a 30-hour max. She's super, super lovely. I think she's passed her goal already.
That's
I
amazing.
gifted I gifted like
Amazing.
11 subs this morning, but she's so lovely. I'm really excited to go rate
We
her
love
and say
Jen.
hi. We love Jen.
We
Jen
love
is amazing. We love Jen to the end of the earth and back. She is also one of the players and folks over from Fateful Encounters. So they play D&D on Mondays and Wednesdays. You might have seen their a little promo for them in the break scroll. They're
Mhm.
good friends of ours. We love them to bits. So go follow Jen. Drop some love, and then go check out Fateful Encounters too and give them some love as well. And remember, the Shadowfell is a deep, dark, twisty, awful place. Don't go it alone. Bring a big celestial cat with you and
Be
safe.
safe.
We love you guys. Good night.